Check, check. Hello. Hi, Internet. Okay, bye.
Welcome to another week of Cineverse.
We were having a conversation here, you guys.
We did it,
As long as I
everybody.
can
Good
freak
job.
everybody
Dare
out,
you
that's
interrupt
all
our
I care about.
conversation with starting the show? How
Gotta
dare
bring that
you?
energy.
How dare you?
Welcome, guys, to another week of Cineverse. We're talking movies. It's a very, very exciting week. Wonder Woman came out. Holy shit! That movie was pretty good.
Oh my God.
We're going to be talking about that.
Are we gonna
Yeah.
do 6 minutes of spoilers and stuff? 'Cause
Yeah.
I have so much to say
You'll
about
have
that
your time to
film.
cry. Don't
Probably
you
like-
worry.
Oh my God,
Don't you worry.
I'm gonna cry just thinking about it.
Ooh,
Um,
and Marcy says, OMFG, it's Maud. That's right. Very special guest today.
Maud, why don't you
Film,
tell us a little bit about yourself?
Blogger and host here in Los Angeles.
Mhm.
Take it away, Maud.
Take it
Oh,
away.
hi guys! I run a little ditty called Geek Bomb. I've been doing that
Little
for
ditty.
about 5 years.
Wow.
And I've been over here for 4.5 years, and I host a show with you, Hector.
That's right.
We do a show called Alpha Book Club. I
That's
forgot I
right.
had a microphone in front of me. I'm used to lapel mics. Hey.
You got to tell us about Punderwear.
Oh yeah, I basically design geeky puns on apparel. So yeah,
my
I
God.
think
Give us
my
an example.
Just
my
on like
favorite at
boxer
the-
briefs and undies?
So
or?
we are doing an underwear range, but to start off, we just wanted to see if anyone would actually wear it and show it off.
We 100% would do that.
So my favorite one
what
of
you
the month
got?
is it's a raptor, and it's Admiral Akbar's face on a velociraptor.
So it's
So
a
like-
traptor.
Like punny
Oh,
dad
it's
jokes?
a traptor.
It's a
Yeah.
traptor.
It's a traptor.
It's a traptor. You guys
Yeah.
correct me.
Okay.
on that
Cheers.
one.
Cheers for
Great.
that
Nice,
one.
Great.
nice, nice.
Well done.
I got to be honest with you. I had Vegemite. Alicia brought it to Screen Junkies.
Yes.
Alicia
like a-
Malone, the other Australian
Yeah.
in Los
So
Angeles.
she's my
Yep.
best friend.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
yeah,
didn't
she's
know
great.
that.
I love her.
Yeah.
She brought it over and
Hey, don't listen to It's Panda. Don't listen to that person, by the way, real quick. I'm not even going to address what they're
Maud
saying.
Chucky.
Just
What does that
no, no,
mean?
no.
What is
That's
that?
that sounds terrifying.
Oh, what is?
Stop talking.
But she brought some Vegemite, and instead of like putting it on toast like normal Australians do, where you like put a thin layer,
Thinly
With
laid.
butter.
and,
Yes.
yeah, and you actually like spread across the whole slice of bread. They gave it to me. They gave me like a chunk on a spoon, and
That's
it was
That's
just
so
mean.
stupid.
fucking terrible.
Why did you
That's
do
so
it?
stupid.
I mean, what
It
else was
tastes
it?
like-
We didn't have any toast.
It tastes
What's
like
Vegemite?
seaweed shat for a year on a spoon, and then you ate it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty
When you eat
accurate.
it like
I
that,
agree.
It's like
Yeah.
Marmite, but like, which is the crazier one?
What the
Marmite's
hell
the
is-
crazier
I'm not
one.
about
Marmite?
Marmite. I'm all about Vegemite.
So it's
like
sort
a
of
yeast,
like a yeast.
It's the
extraction.
same
Yeah.
thing, though, but one of those
It's
more
super
concentrate,
salty.
right?
Yeah, and then there's
Dude,
Promite
it's like,
as well.
It's like if you took.
whole nother ball game.
God, I don't even
It's
know
like if
what.
you take salt and concentrate the salt, and
Yeah.
then you take that salt concentrate and concentrate that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of concentration.
It's a lot of
the nation.
concentration. It's
I-
just
I
That's what I was
tried-
using.
A real thin layer,
Yeah,
right?
with butter.
When I was in New Zealand, they showed me how to
Yeah.
how to spread it on toast. It
Oh,
was-
Yeah.
it was
I missed
nice.
it.
Did
Yeah.
you, have you ever visited Australia? Just New Zealand? Was
No,
your
I
trip?
just
Yep.
New Zealand.
I'm
sorry.
doing Australia and
sorry,
New Zealand
sorry.
the end of this week.
You're doing.
gosh.
Wait, what?
Australia for 5 nights and then New Zealand for 5 nights.
Nice.
Fantastic. And speaking of Australia, I got to give a shout out to
Is Ryan Unicomb in there?
our buddy in the chat, Ryan Unicomb, Australian
Hi, bud.
director.
There he is.
Awesome guy, fan of the show. He's here every single week. I don't know what time it is there, but he's
It's 22 hours
dedicated.
ahead?
22 hours?
Or no?
Jeez. So it's like
No,
I-
19.
I see, yeah, you're right. It's like
Yeah, it's the
7
next day.
hours, 7 hours behind, but a day ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the, it's
Uber
the
Baldy is
future.
threatening to
Good
find
luck.
a Vegemite soda. You hear that, Hyper RPG?
You go to hell.
Oh God.
also, Uber Baldi, how do you know all of our birthdays?
That's
what?
very
Aw.
creepy. Super creepy.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got an IMDb?
That's unnerving.
I do
Uh,
have
yeah,
an
That's
IMDb.
probably why.
Oh,
That's
okay.
probably-
Yeah, that's
The
probably
first
why.
thing you look up, you find out my age, which I'm not happy about, but you find out my height. Everyone's obsessed with my height. But
Oh, really?
Just stand
You're
up.
so tall.
We'll just
You're
stand
rather
up.
tall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at this. Watch
Do we
this.
have
Watch
to?
this,
Well, you
everybody.
guys stand up. Yes.
I don't understand.
That's so awesome. You're so tall. I'm
You don't
wearing
even fit in the
heels.
frame.
You're
What?
wearing flats. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's how that rolls.
Speaking of birthdays, I'm gonna be gone next week. Cameron will be here in my place. I'm going to Europe for my birthday.
Way to one up me. That's cool. It's not a
I'm
competition,
very
but you won.
excited. It's my
You-
30th.
You planned that trip like a year
I planned that
ago.
shit a long time ago.
Where are you going?
Prague.
I've been to Prague.
I love it. Oh my god.
Adam is from that area.
Oh my
Come
Prague.
check, yeah. I haven't been in 14
You gonna check
years.
it out?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out with all my checkmates.
We're going to drink for every mod pun, so we will be dead by the end of this episode.
You're
Good
good.
thing I'm drinking
Yeah.
water.
So Adam, do we
Man.
have any housekeeping to take care of
Yeah.
today?
I'm gonna leave the big housekeeping to Lucas, but I want to get you guys a little excited about something. I promised something on Twitter earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna be giving away 2 copies of the Lego Batman movie, courtesy of our friends at Warner Brothers.
Holy crap!
so,
that's a
uh,
lot of subs.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Warner Brothers are good people. Warner Brothers.
The
They're
Horner-
the sister
the
company
brothers
to
Warner and their little
the
sister
Horner
dog.
brothers.
Yeah,
Brothers.
and they're
The gun?
Yeah.
Oh, I can smell it in my cup.
Nope.
Things
It's
are happening.
bananery.
Um,
yeah. So how
Lucas,
do,
are we gonna do it the way that you suggested? Okay, when we get a sub, right?
5.
one sub?
Yes. When we get a sub, a
No, they
new
said
sub,
one.
Just a new sub.
new sub,
New sub.
we'll give away a copy. That's how generous we are today on today's
Oh
show.
my mom.
Usually it's
Not
5,
five?
sometimes
Wow.
10.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
One.
sub.
A new
Warner
sub.
Brothers.
The Horner brothers.
well,
But did we get it?
Kensingit just subscribed.
Yeah.
but that's not
That's
a
a
new
thir-
sub.
that's a
Months
resub.
in a row.
13
That's a
months.
resub. Well, thank you,
Resub.
Kensingit.
Thank you for the
so
resub,
much.
though.
How do you resub?
There we go.
You just
You
you're
just
a fan
it's like
of the
more
of the
reminding
channel.
it, and
You don't
'cause
cancel.
it does it
Yeah.
automatically. But then you're like
Oh.
telling everybody that you did it. Show your Summer Pride.
Yeah, I'm still streaming, like playing the first Star Wars Battlefront, so I've got like a long way to go when it comes to Twitch.
You're fine. Well, we just got a brand new
Yeah.
sub
Well,
just a
there
second
you go.
ago.
Boom.
Oh wow!
We
Good
did?
for you.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
and
a new
another
sub
one.
Oh,
Look
look
at
at
that.
that.
There you
Brendan,
go.
Brendan.
1, 2,
Thank
3,
you.
Brendan.
Well, it looks
Thank
like
you,
these
guys.
Blu-rays are gonna be gone real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Everybody wants some.
Hector, you have to help me share this because this is a Mexican candy.
Oh,
I
then
don't
I'll eat it.
understand
This
what's
is
happening though.
salsa-getti. It's salsa spaghetti.
Yo, everybody get active in the chat room.
Get it.
Be active in
Everybody,
the chat.
get active in the chat.
I apologize
Spaghetti
for
with salsa?
eating. I needed to.
You know.
I needed-
Well, we've
It
got
is what it is.
candy up the front
Sorry.
here.
Yeah,
You've got your
yeah, it's good. I want
Pokemon.
We got candy, we got drinks, we got
I got a
Pokemon, we
real
got Blu-rays.
problem with what's happening here, though.
Lucas, do we have housekeeping?
What is that?
That looks so
Yes.
Oh, that was my burp. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
I'm gonna cut to me right now. Okay, guys, here's an issue. I can hear myself, but it's kind of delayed, so I'm gonna take my headphones off. Just let me know if my audio is bad. Can you guys hear me out there? Oh, fantastic. Okay, cool. All right, hold on. First of all, I'm gonna roll a winner. This is in the past. You guys already saw the winner. It looks like Laboon's Beard just won a copy of Lego Batman on Blu-ray. Oh, hell, that's pretty cool. All right, welcome to Cineverse, guys. I'm Lucas. This is a new angle for me. Let me know how you like it. My lighting's pretty bad, not my best angle, but you know, let me know how good I look. Oh, well, yeah, check out this guy right here. He's just chilling.
Playing Mario Kart, y'all.
He's playing Mario Kart. Cam don't even care. That's right. And this is Manface. All right. Oh, that's Malika. Okay, so we have a hot set back here. Welcome to Cineverse. Housekeeping, guys. This is our typical. What did I win? Laboon's Beard says. Laboon's Beard, you just won a copy of Lego Batman on Blu-ray.
Were you paying attention, goddammit?
That I just saw that. He might have asked that before I answered it the first time. So anyway, we're doing our typical tip incentive. Typical. Oh wait, let me cut.
Good, Lucas.
What was that?
Your haircut looks real good.
Lucas, you're never gonna get through this.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so
Even more.
Yeah, they
She's
wanna
how
do
this
that.
shit's
She
gonna
even
work.
kissed it for you.
Oh,
Come
wow.
on.
Left some of the lipstick on there.
Got some
That's
lipstick on
worth
there.
so much more now.
Dang.
Yep.
Mod, you got to sign that. We'll get a
I
Sharpie
did with
for
my
Mod.
mouth and pits.
Okay, great. Mouth and pits.
all right, cutting back to me now. Okay, cool.
That was great.
I like these.
All right, so we're doing a typical tip incentive, and that is you can tip $25 to support this show, to support Hyper RPG. You can tip $25 with a trivia question at the end of the show. We're gonna have a trivia round, and all these lovely hosts here are gonna go through the trivia round. We're gonna give them buzzers. Whoever answers the trivia question first gets a point, and that's that. So you can
Stop
tip
cutting to us when
$25.
we're awkwardly posing
Yeah, I
on set,
know.
goddammit.
I know.
All right, back to me. Okay,
devil.
back to you. Back to me. Okay, so
Camera
you can
one,
tip
camera
$25. Put in your
take
tip message your trivia question, and then whisper us the answer to your trivia question, and we'll get all of that compiled into a list. And we'll have a real great time at the end of the show going through all of your trivia questions. And just a note, all of that money goes directly to supporting us, the cast and the crew of Hyper RPG. And that's a pretty cool thing. We run an interesting operation here. It's a pretty simple business model, guys. If the show makes more money than it costs to produce, then we can consider that a success. So we try to do that every show. If you guys could support us, it would be great. If not, we thank you for watching. But that's pretty much it from my housekeeping. Do you want to get into the news?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Should we start this show?
Let's start the show.
Start the show.
All right, great. Okay, topic number one, y'all. I think you're gonna like this one. Sony Pictures Home Entertainment announced today that its Clean Version initiative, which allows viewers to screen the broadcast or airline versions of select Sony films free from certain mature content. Rather than forcing customers to choose whether to buy the original or clean cut of a given movie, Sony will instead make these edited for content versions available at no additional charge as one of the extras included in the theatrical version of the films that are part of the program purchased on iTunes, Vudu, and Fandango now. So this is sort of a little bit of a controversial topic, it seems. Sony is launching this Clean Version initiative with a list of 24 films, including a wide range of films like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Moneyball, and Step Brothers. Seth Rogen, who frequently works with Sony, tweeted earlier today, "Holy shit, please don't do this to our movies, thanks." So how do you guys feel about this? Is this a good way to reach families, or is this kind of stepping over the line of an artist's vision and work? You got 7 minutes on the clock. Go.
If you didn't read that Seth Rogen, I was on my phone and I was
Amazing.
looking for the Seth Rogen tweet, which pretty much summed it up. Oh my God, don't do this to our movies. I'm new to travel for like only a couple years. I've been on airplanes since I was 26 years old.
Yeah.
And I had movies on planes ruined for me like the second to last time I was on a flight because I started watching Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart and noticed that there was no swears. And I was like... This movie already wasn't super funny, but if you take the swears out, so then I said no. Then I started watching the most recent and shitty Ninja Turtles movie, and about halfway through...
On a plane?
On a plane.
Same. I tried to walk out of it.
You try to...
I know. There's no
How did
walking
that
out
work
of a
out for
plane.
you?
I mean, I
know
thought
what?
a lot about it.
I'll count
I
that.
fell.
I'll count
you fell
that.
pretty long distance.
But in case people haven't seen that movie, there's a plane crash halfway through that movie, and I didn't know this, but planes and movies edit plane crashes out of movies so that
Ever
if you watch
since.
them on a plane for obvious reasons so that people don't freak out or whatever.
I didn't know
but
that.
the movie was so incoherent and shitty that like I kind of didn't realize it until after like they were in a plane and at one point a Ninja Turtle was like uh-oh and then it cut and they were like in a river and I was like what just happened? But
Oh my God.
but then I watched the rest of the movie and it was shitty. But afterwards I went I don't think I can watch movies for the first time this
No.
way.
No.
I can't do
If
it.
you're a kid, I don't think it matters. If
Yeah.
you're an adult, I think it ruins it for you
So
completely.
for me, this thing is like dumb. It seems like a bad idea because I'm like, if you want to put something on for your kids, there are kids movies.
Well-
the Lego Batman is unedited and it's
Right.
amazing for kids.
You know
Like,
what's crazy? Like, there's some of the movies, and I haven't seen a couple of them, but like one of them, it was like the Spider-Man movies, Amazing Spider-Man 1, 2, I think maybe the original Sam Raimi ones, and Goosebumps. Like, how much are
Yeah.
you gonna edit out before it's like there's no Spider-Man action sequences?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Right, we don't know the extent that they're going to do this to.
Yeah.
So it could really chop up the movie, and it couldn't. This just reminds me of that argument that happened when Deadpool came out, and how those parents were outraged when they're like, "Oh, this movie's not for kids."
There was just
blah,
one
blah, blah.
parent. There was literally one parent that
Okay.
wrote in and was like, "Can you please make it so that my son can see
I
this
still
film?"
feel like it's maybe that one parent who they're selling this to, because I don't
Maybe.
know who else
Yeah.
is looking for stuff
Right.
like this.
They're always very vocal.
Rule in my house, like I wasn't allowed to watch. We've got a different rating system in Australia, so
Yeah.
basically,
Oh, super strict.
yeah, G general, PG parental guidance, M for mature audiences. So it's recommended for 15 and older. But I wasn't allowed to watch an M movie
Sure.
until I was 15, and that for me. I remember sneaking in Clueless, and I was like, I don't understand why this is so bad. I was
Yeah.
9 years old, and I was like, I love this, not knowing that
That's
it was
the
a
perfect
joint.
time to watch that movie,
Right?
though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And they
maybe,
like talk about sex.
but like,
Yeah.
nothing that made me kind of be like,
Right.
Yeah, I know. I know.
When you don't have the context, you're just like, meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if my parents want to get the Sony edited version, sure, but that's only two that I could think of in the world.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's smart that they're doing it at no additional cost because no one would want to pay for that.
No.
Yeah.
I know.
And
And on one hand, they're not eradicating the original artistic vision. This is in addition to it, so you
Right.
can
Right.
still
Sure.
get all the movies that you know and love. But I really just don't understand why they're doing
Yeah.
it. I mean, even from a monetary standpoint, because nobody's gonna pay to buy, like Step Brothers, the clean version that wouldn't
Right.
have gotten the original one anyway.
Yeah.
I
And
really don't
Here's
understand.
an interesting comment from the chat. Cardinal Lion says some PG movies are getting away with saying the S word
Sure.
Yeah, you get
once in
one.
the movie
Yeah.
or
You get one.
cutting it off like in a PG movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I don't know if if Cardinal Lion's saying like, and that's bad, and that's why something like this should exist, or and that's not a big deal. I'm in the camp of I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think that language is.
Oh, I
you
said
know,
shit when I was 7.
I
Listen,
don't
when I was
think
2, I went through a
Yeah.
phase, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
Doggy.
I mean, one of my favorite kids movies, the original Ninja Turtles live action, like Raphael, like the first word he says is "damn."
Right.
Like,
Oh,
damn,
I
when
thought he said the
loses
C
side.
word like 9 times.
He
in
says
that
it
movie.
later. Yeah, when he
yeah.
calls Shredder the C word. Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
I can't
yeah.
believe that
Yeah.
happens.
Well done. Okay.
Classic Turtles.
And the S
Good.
word.
Classic Turtles. Yeah.
Shredder.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
I don't know, and it really would disturb me as a filmmaker to know that there's a version of my film where everything is
Yeah.
edited and
Yes.
cut together. So while it doesn't replace the original, it's still icky.
It is.
It's not necessarily
Yeah.
as unethical as it is icky.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
Yeah, I agree.
you want a all audiences version of Friday? You gonna show your kids that movie?
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Probably
yeah,
not.
I don't know.
Listen,
Right.
just show them Friday.
I know.
Just show them the movie. It's hilarious. Yeah, there's a
I
dude
just-
taking a dump.
Bye,
Yeah, there's a
Alicia.
little bit of violence.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm
like,
with you,
Alien
man.
Knitter points out they are doing it because it lets them claim to have taken steps to make themselves more moral in press releases, which will increase sales from certain groups. They're already making these movies, so it costs them nothing.
At the same time, okay, A,
you're
the movie
right.
wasn't written in that particular way. B,
Right.
they do it for a lot of TV series, and they'll take out F. And there's a
Yeah.
series that I watch, and they drop the F-bomb a lot. But every time, they actually, like, when they censor fucking, they censor ing. And I'm like, what? You know, they're trying. Yeah. But at the same time, like,
So
it
they're
takes
just
me
like,
so...
Oh, yeah,
like,
for
are
like-
you kidding me?
No. Are you fuck kidding me?
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Anyway,
What?
I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on here.
For a-holes, they censor the holes part.
Yeah, you ass, and it's like what? So, but for me, like when I'm watching it, I completely get taken out
Oh,
of
for
the
sure.
show.
absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, what's
Yeah.
happening? And then I'm like, oh, I just missed 10 seconds
It's
of the show.
calling
because I was
attention to it.
wondering
because
what
it
the
calls
ing was.
attention to a very weird moment that should sound very natural.
Right.
And if it's subtle, fine. But all these movies, I have a feeling, and they're not to drop, all the offensive cuss words out there. It's just like, look at these ones. None of these movies really, in essence, are like all about dropping inappropriate words. It's done in a
Right.
subtle way.
No, not at
and I
all.
think you, as a parent, have to make that decision whether you think it's appropriate for your child or not.
I agree.
The only
agree. 2
time
minutes.
maybe 2 minutes. Okay, the only time maybe I could see it for airplanes is I was watching Nice Guys on an airplane.
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
Star
go for it.
Pilot 6 knows exactly what I talk about. Magicians on Sci-Fi is exactly the thing. Oh, they censor the
So it's fucking-
No.
they censor the yeah. but you still hear fucking. You still hear fucking. Like you
So
hear
it
the same
puts-
words
it puts it
still.
in your head either
we're on
way.
The same page. Thank you.
That's crazy.
The only time I'm okay with this, and this is just censoring in general, I was watching Nice Guys on a plane, and at the very beginning of the movie, they just show a girl with her boobs out. You
Sure.
know, she's
Right,
she's a
you're on a
very
plane.
porn
Next
young,
to-
a beautiful
That's
porn
hard
young
when you're on a
lady.
plane because you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
oh.
and I was like, wait, I'm not watching porn, guys.
They make
I
it
swear
so
to
that
God.
you can't watch the person next
No,
to you.
I
though.
could see
But
other
you
No,
people's
if
TVs.
someone's standing up to
Yeah.
go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
I look at every free TV.
I do too. And that's all.
What are you watching? What are you watching? What are you watching? What are you watching?
No.
I'm
I'm
like,
watching porn.
I'd
but-
hang out with you. I wouldn't hang out with you. I'd hang out with you.
I watched like
You stick your fingers,
Dangerous
like,
Liaisons and like things started getting sexy and I was just like,
Yeah.
So yeah, that I'll give you that. But
Yeah,
For a
I
plane, it
think
makes sense.
for say
Right.
that again.
Like
For
a plane,
it does.
Plus, it's like you're the only one, and that's the other thing too. Is like you're the only one
that's hearing
it.
So it should
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
I also think that I understand that there are even adults who don't like swearing
Sure.
and
or
violence
bad
and that
You're
kind of
not
thing.
really a huge fan of swearing.
Me?
Unnecessary swearing.
Hector?
You won't say
Oh.
the words that I
Are you
say.
You should,
Probably
yeah.
not,
You should hang
but-
out with Hector more.
swears like a sailor.
But I don't.
He only does it when he's excited, though.
That's true. That's true.
And if it makes a really good joke.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But
I think
I would-
Ryan Unicom knows exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a very Australian thing to do
is,
to
yeah.
drop
Oh
C-bombs.
yeah, and
It's
But-
a compliment.
British,
It's-
yeah.
So in
yeah.
the same way that Maud and I might have
see our
different,
text messages.
different parameters for cussing, like I understand that there's adults who don't like swearing and that they still
Yeah.
want to see some of these movies. But I hate to be this person, but I feel like to them, to those people, maybe those movies aren't
Watch
for
something
you.
else.
Maybe movies aren't for
Right.
you.
Right.
Because even
today
something
is
like,
not for you.
Even something like Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, which is one of
Yeah.
those example movies. Like that movie is art in a lot of different ways. It's commercial and it's fun and it's goofy, but like that's Adam McKay and Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly's vision.
30
and
seconds.
if you wanted to see something that was that without cussing, it's like I don't think that movie's for you. I think you can go and appreciate other
Right.
art forms.
Yeah.
Right.
Go read a book. Go.
Look,
There's I don't know.
I hate music that's edited or that
Yeah.
has like
Yeah.
Me too.
like it's like dubbed with
Yeah.
other words and oh god, it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Like just
And it's
make
not to
a
say
radio station.
And
for
it's
that.
not to say that you're like super a fan of songs with cuss words in
Right.
it. It's just like to have
It
that editing in there.
removes
It's
you
like,
from the
what are you-
moment.
what
Well,
are you
and,
listening to?
as the artist is right, it's almost like the lyrics is their poetry. So you
Yeah.
to kind of manipulate
Right.
what they're actually
Here's the
trying
question.
to express.
Here's the question. A lot of times ratings are given out, or artists have to censor themselves because they say like, oh, you can't
Remember,
have that.
we have a hard
Do you
7,
think
Erica.
Is this going to be able? Is this going to open it up so people can actually add more in because they know there's going to be a clean version?
Maybe.
But
I mean,
who
I
would
don't
go?
know.
That
No.
seems like a lot of trouble
No.
for nothing.
Edgar writes clean versions are the best because him and his crew write make-up swear words that they
Someone
record
saying that in the
themselves,
chat, actually.
which is the funniest thing. We're like, are
And
you
that's
are you
hilarious.
farting kidding me? Like
That's
they,
funny.
you know,
Yeah.
if they do it themselves, I'm all for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Guys, that's time's up.
Boom!
Yeah.
All right, next topic. Wait, though, before we get into the next topic, I want to say thank you to I'm Still Johnny, who just resubscribed for 8 months in a row.
Still
Holy shit,
Johnny.
Hector,
Still
he says. I'm Still Johnny, welcome
He
back.
said, "Holy shit, Hector."
Oreo Mega, thank you for your tip. It's Pandar, Jabberwocky, thanks for your tips. Guys, you can tip $25 for...
There you go.
Yes. You can tip $25 and submit a trivia question, a movie trivia question, and we will have a trivia round at the end, quizzing all these lovely hosts here. But let's get into the next topic. Topic number 2. Neil Blomkamp, the director of District 9, Elysium, and Chappie, is going back to basics. Blomkamp and his newly formed production house, Oates Studio, spelled like Hall & Oates, O-A-T-E-S, are producing a slate of experimental short films titled Oates Experimental Short Films, Volume
That's
1.
the only way to
The
spell it.
first of 3 shorts will premiere on the channel's YouTube on June 21st for free, and will also be available for purchase on Steam, of all places, for a nominal fee, but it will also give you access to the film's assets, such as like 3D models, concept art, and more. So that's a pretty cool thing. The idea is for
assets.
Blomkamp to present new concepts to
the
audience
booty.
and if successful, have the audience help produce a second volume. So, what do you guys think about this? I feel like obviously that's a really cool step in a direction that hasn't really been explored, but let's hear your thoughts. 7 minutes on the clock. Let's go.
This is please.
First thing, steer away from Volume 1. Guardians of the Galaxy did that. That's
Right?
Yeah,
Next.
that's a Guardians thing.
Yeah.
This,
Well said.
This is fantastic because honestly, Neil Blomkamp, I love a lot of his concepts, and he has like great like little concepts, but then he mashes them all together into one movie, and it's a bit too much. So focusing back on those little individual concepts one
Yeah.
at a time in little bits and spurts is going to be fantastic. He's
Yeah.
so good at world building. He's going to be able to create these tiny little worlds.
Look at that. That
and
looks so
I will
cool.
enjoy
What
it very
even
much.
is that?
Like,
That's
this
so
is so
cool.
good.
You
This
could
is
flush that down the
good.
toilet
want
and not be
that asset.
embarrassed.
I really like Neil Blomkamp prior to Elysium and all those other movies.
I like to big studios with big budgets.
Well,
and
I do like District 9.
But that was not really like that.
It
Was
was
No,
like,
that's true. It's
It was
different.
like $30 million or something crazy.
And it was
like-
different because him and Peter Jackson
Yeah.
pretty much like got the money themselves, and
Yeah.
Sony mostly just distributed that movie.
Yeah.
And then Elysium was Sony, and I
Yeah.
think that this happens every time. They're like, "Hey, we loved what you did then, but let's
Right.
get you on, and we'll have your name on. But let's just try these things." And he's
Yeah.
like, "That's how do I do my South
That's not
African
what I do.
accent? That's not what I'm going to do at all. I don't like this. This is not my vision." And they're like, "Yeah, but we sign your check." So.
So too bad.
That was pretty
sucker.
good. Pretty
That's
good.
that's a fair point, Maud. I really love District 9. I saw it again a few months ago, and that movie holds the hell up. It's so damn good. And I did not like Elysium at all, and I was really
I liked
bummed.
the first half
I
of it.
loved
and
a
I
lot of
haven't-
individual
sure.
things in
I
it.
haven't tried
Like,
Chappie yet, but I probably will check it
haven't
out.
either.
Again, like there were really cool
Yeah.
bits of it, but
You-
all
you-
together it was really bloated.
That's what I hear, and that perspective of, well, those big studio movies were probably heavily messed with at the studio level. What Maud is proposing probably is the case, and I would kind of be relieved to hear that. I feel like I was a little worried that Blomkamp was that sort of, you give the director too much money and they're better with limitations, that kind of director.
The money is their own no man
Exactly.
instead
and
of all yes men.
so when I first heard about this, I was really excited that Neil was just going to go to like lower budget stuff. Because I don't think he's gotten to the point as a director where I'm like, I kind of want them to stop working, which is a
Right.
terrible thing to say, but I feel like I was at that point with M. Night Shyamalan. I haven't seen Split yet, but I got to
good.
a point with watching so many of Shyamalan's movies where I was just like, I don't think I want you to keep getting money and jobs. Like, this is crazy, because I thought that so many things were bad at a bad level. Whereas that's another director, Shyamalan, his first 3 movies, like, I love Sixth Sense, Unbreakable Science, but everything else, I'm like, what?
Yeah, but
So-
what's amazing about being a man in Hollywood is that you
Yep.
keep getting money after you fuck up
Make
time and
terrible,
time,
terrible
and
choices.
time and time again.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not like they're going to limit the other men, because man movies.
Money.
If once a
money
man
to
messes
man.
up, you know what they
You
say.
get us. Yeah, you get a
another-
second
you,
chance.
you can
You
do
get a
whatever
Try
you want.
again.
And also your friend.
As,
Yeah.
as a VFX artist, I'm more excited about the assets being released.
Yeah.
As an aspiring
Yeah.
animator,
Yeah, that's really amazing.
I can't tell you how many times I've wished that the Toy Story rigs were available to me, so I can animate like a Woody or animate Buzz Lightyear. I
My
know,
head
I know,
goes
I know,
up every
I know.
time.
That's why I said it.
Yeah.
But I wish I had like somebody in the chat was saying, what about the kaiju, like the models for the kaiju, where you can animate maybe your own monster movie or do something like that, which is really cool because I know you wanted to animate
Dude,
too.
Can you
Hector.
imagine what like film students and even like kids in high school that are
Exactly.
way beyond on computers what I could ever get to, because
Exactly.
they're just like from the year they were born. That's just the natural
just the thing.
advantage
Yeah.
they get. Can you imagine what these young people, these
Well,
young men and women can do with some of these
YouTube
assets?
So
is
much
such
talent.
an example of
Yeah.
that. It's like, hey, instead of having to be hired by a company, here's a camera, here's the internet, see what you can create.
get your own
and
following.
it's
Exactly.
completely
Like
changed how we make
when I
entertainment.
started school was right before people started putting tutorials on the internet. So everything I learned at school I could have learned on YouTube. But at the same time, the entire time I was at school or learning on YouTube, you wish you had all these assets and everything
Yeah.
that the big movie studios are using, because the rigs that are online, the assets that you have online, you either have to pay for a good quality one, which
Yeah.
just sucks because they're really expensive, or you have to get the shitty ones that everybody else has.
Yeah.
So your stuff looks exactly like everybody
Yeah,
else's.
some game studios are starting to do that, which is really
Yeah.
great, and
Yeah.
I think it just encourages young minds. Another thing that chat was bringing up was the idea of crowdsourcing content.
Right,
I think that
right.
it's
That's
a great
cool.
idea.
Way
I
cool.
think that it's super cutting edge, and that there's a lot of really exciting things being done with crowdsourcing these days.
Yeah.
I mean, especially and looking to video games again,
Yeah.
which does a lot of that.
And you do get a bit of a, fingers up to the big guy up there.
Yeah.
Because,
Totally.
you're making the decisions. If you do trust a person that's proved themselves time again, your money's being well spent, and you get to be a part of something that is
Definitely.
could be great.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Plus, like this is a company that he started. Oat Studios is his production company.
Whoa.
So he's bringing, and I'm sure because of his relationship with like Vancouver Film School and all the people that because that's where he went for school, and all the people that he's met and he knows through there. I'm sure he's recruited a lot of those talented people to help him run this company, and I think it is good. I mean, his shorts from 2006, 2007,
Yeah.
Yellow, Alive in Joburg, they're so good. They're so good, and I was hoping that he would kind of take those concepts and adapt those, and he did to some extent. But it does kind of feel like it's been messed with
2 minutes.
by the studio system.
Are we gonna watch any like?
Yeah,
what
we'll
is
watch
it
these
about?
two
Yeah,
teasers.
let's see
we
this.
should watch them.
Okay.
I'm very excited
What is
about
this?
You ready,
this.
Cookie?
That's what my fingers look like.
We were once mankind. We were humanity.
my God.
Yeah, I'm already
We'll
in.
die if we stay here, Buckley. You're gonna get out. You're gonna tell everyone about this place. I got men in this unit I trust. They're saying things happen to them that they can't explain.
Come with us. They have built a conservatory for us. Go, go, go!
Is that?
Yes, it was.
Sigourney? Sigourney? I got a Sigourney boner. And is that Dakota Fanning?
Yup.
I got a Fanning for that one.
Wow.
So this is
oh
what's,
my God.
this is what's so cool about this. Is like he has 100% control over what they
Yeah.
make.
And it's just gonna be on YouTube for free.
It's
That's
gonna be on
Oh
YouTube
my
for free.
God.
If you get it through Steam, you'll get the assets. Because of the fact that that Alien sequel is officially dead, he got Sigourney Weaver, he got Michael Biehn,
Sigourney.
Yeah.
brought in Dakota Fanning, and like these are people. He's really trying to get talented people like that to show up in these shorts, in hopes that it'll gain interest. People will want to support
30
it,
seconds.
Yeah.
and then hopefully in the future, they can make a volume 2.
Some of my favorite stuff, if you look for, I don't know what to look for, but there are curated like lists of really amazing science fiction short films that are just available on YouTube, and it's such a beautiful platform for burgeoning ideas.
Let's watch the next one.
I am
I
a
really want the
fan.
next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 100% in for this.
Here we go.
Let's do one more.
Fanning.
As we begin.
Also, the marketing
Lutz?
for a lot of these films are so good. Like for District 9 was amazing.
Who are you?
Is that Kellen Lutz?
What are you becoming? These details are slipping away from you, aren't they?
Oh, what?
Please tell me. What futures do you see?
Stay on the
Wow.
That's a practical suit.
Master Chief.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
the
Oh
same
my
movie?
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
That's
So-
a completely different movie except for one scene.
Well, so what it is it's 3 short films. It's
Yeah.
3 20-minute short films.
Okay.
The first one comes out on June 21st,
In
and
the
they don't have the
same-
release date for the other ones.
All take place in the same world.
We'll find out.
Cool.
We'll find out.
I'm
But
into
I'm
it.
super excited to see this.
amazing.
I hope that by doing this, he can show and prove to audiences that if he has more
He's still
control,
got it.
that
Yeah.
he's still
Right,
got
right,
it.
right.
Yeah.
That
No,
he's not.
I think 100% he does. Like, and as I said, like the little concepts in the films are great, and now we get just the little concepts. We can focus.
I hope we get to revisit the
excited.
District 9 world at some point.
Yeah, sequel to that would be cool. It was a great, perfect, like one and done, but a sequel to that would I would
Yeah.
be cool
Yeah.
with that.
Is there another one, Adam, or was that it?
That's it.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
All right, time's
Good,
up
what do we
anyway.
got?
All right, here we go. Well, guys, we have already raised. Here, let me pull it over. You can see it right up top of me here. We've already raised $140.
Wow,
Nice,
thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for all your generous tips. I want to thank Ryan Unicomb, our great friend Ryan Unicomb, for your tip. He says, I got that Aquaman money. Love yas. And
Is he working
I
on
wanna
Aquaman
thank-
right now?
I think he might
is.
be
He's-
because
I
it's
think he's
shooting
working
in
on Aquaman.
Australia.
He is.
Yeah.
From
Damn,
Australian
and then
director James
we want
Wan.
to thank Uberbaldi for your tip
He's
and
the
Grumpy
one.
Drunk for the follow.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys.
Thank you
And
for
and all the
following us.
tips.
Dad, is that you?
all the bits.
No, that's too real. Okay, here we go. Topic number 3. The numbers are in for Wonder Woman's first weekend, and they're even bigger than the projections. Whoop whoop! With $100.5 million in North America and an additional
Sure, why not?
$122.5 million internationally. Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman can boast the biggest ever opening weekend for a film directed by a woman. Report this all coming from Variety with a budget of $150 million, which it has already more than recouped. Wonder Woman was already the most expensive film ever directed by a woman. Wonder Woman unseats Sam Taylor Johnson's 50 Shades of Grey, which nabbed the record in February 2015, opening to a domestic take of $81.7 million. Before that, the record belonged to Catherine Hardwicke's Twilight. So this is obviously a different class of film that has just taken out the top 2 leaders. let's talk about that. 7 minutes on the clock. Go, guys.
Yo, that movie sucked. Just kidding. Just kidding.
We're gonna,
flies
I
across
mean,
the room.
we're gonna get a chance to talk about our impressions of Wonder Woman later,
Yeah.
I think. But also, I mean, this is amazing, and this is incredible news, and this is landmark history. And from now on, when women filmmakers when little girls want to talk about being filmmakers, they're gonna look to this movie as an example. That being said, I still think it's really sad that this is like that these glass ceilings were in place.
Yeah.
It's really sad that we have to qualify all of these with like by a woman, or.
Well, that's why I love Patty Jenkins' response was, I wasn't making a female superhero
Yeah,
movie. I was making a superhero movie.
Yeah, and
and
it didn't
it's
feel
so
like it.
awesome that this movie is so successful.
Yeah.
And thankfully, it's really good.
Well, the flip side, if it wasn't successful, is what happened with Catwoman. That was 17 years ago.
Yeah.
It was Halle Berry. It wasn't even by a female director.
How long ago was
That was
it?
about 17 years ago.
No,
Wait.
even
When did that movie come out?
yeah, it came out like 2001 or something like that, a long time ago. Yeah.
Hector, are you okay?
I feel like
Oh,
that movie-
2004.
Did your universe just
Just
flip?
out.
13 years ago.
2004.
13
Did your
years ago.
Hector's
so
heart just did a
old.
flip?
This, the thing in Aladdin just happened, but you're so old. It doesn't happen to me. Oh God.
To go off of your point, Erica,
I'm so much younger than
you could look at it as a sad thing that yes,
Well, I mean,
or
no,
you could
I mean,
look at
it's
this
a
as a
triumph.
triumph.
It
Yeah.
Of course.
really is. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. It's just it's sad that it is news.
No, I don't think it's sad at all. It's wonderful news.
Well, no,
it's
I-
great news that it happened.
I think
because we
it's-
could be in a spot where it didn't happen.
Exactly.
And
No,
that's
it's
even
And we'd
shittier.
be sitting here
Exactly.
in wonder.
Yeah.
Ding.
Well, and
Yeah.
I think also there's a few reasons why Wonder Woman is such a successful movie. Aside from the fact that it has a great director, it has a great cast, it's well written, and a lot of that comes from. There's so many people who are uncredited for writing this movie.
Yeah.
The only three
Right.
people who are credited for having any sort of writing involvement are Zack Snyder, Jason Fuchs, and Alan Heinberg for the story, and then Alan Heinberg for the screenplay. But Jeff Johns and Patty Jenkins actually did a lot of writing on the movie, a lot of it, because she had a vision for the movie, and I think.
That and Jeff Johns was singer. I always call him Johns because you guys call him Johns, and it's
Oh.
Johns in my
Johns? Johns?
language,
Johns?
in my accent. So I've just like adapted it.
I'll say Jones.
Not to mention there's
Jeff
tons
Johns.
there's tons
Johns.
of comic book
Johns.
writers that
Yeah.
happens with every comic book
Right.
movie that will never be credited for actually writing
Right.
lines
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
moments that were pulled from. I mean, I think it
I
was
mean, Alan Heinberg's a comic book writer.
Alan Heinberg's a
You know,
comic
so
book
it's like,
writer.
thank
He
God
wrote-
at least he
he
got
wrote
a real
great
credit.
Wonder
Yeah.
Woman. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Guys,
I've just.
guys,
Yeah.
one sec. I paused the clock. We just got another subscription from Ryan Unicomb. So we're gonna do
Finally.
that second. We're gonna do that second giveaway of Lego Batman.
Let's do it.
It better not be Ryan.
Be active
Go.
in the
Everybody
chat,
be
baby.
active in the chat if you want to win Lego Batman Blu-ray. Okay,
I mean,
continue.
I was hoping that we would just be able to see to say like, oh, it broke records at the box office
Sure.
for a superhero film, not for like a superhero film directed by a woman.
Sure.
Yeah, not once have I
Yeah,
heard
I-
it be compared to Avengers or any of the Avengers or
Right.
any of the
Yeah.
Marvel
I mean,
movies.
for debut weekend, I think it slots in 8th or 9th, I think.
Yeah.
It's right behind, I believe, I want to say like Man of Steel or something. Like it-
behind Man of Steel.
I know. But, I mean, it's only been open, it's only been for a
weekend.
weekend.
It's
Yeah.
I,
So
I don't
it'll
think it's
surpass-
gonna lose
Well,
momentum.
Wonder
I
Woman's
will be
easily
really
the-
excited once it starts smashing those
Yeah.
records,
Yeah.
and we can just say, oh, it broke all records
Sure.
for a superhero movie.
But
Oh,
when-
it broke all records.
And it
But
happened
when you're
to
trying
be-
to kind of like put it on the map,
Oh,
what sounds
yeah.
better? Oh, it's number 9 and hopefully we'll go up, or
Yeah,
it's
it's
number
true.
1.
It's
true.
Right,
for
right.
a woman.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's tough because we are so saturated with so many superhero movies. You know, movies like Deadpool and Wonder Woman are rare because the studios don't necessarily want to make them. It's really the fans. It's a great article that I read today that said like, why do some superhero movies work and some don't? It's because it's like people have been asking for a Wonder Woman movie for decades.
Yeah.
People have been asking for a
Yeah.
Deadpool movie for
Yeah.
years, and it's like
And they
now,
did go out of the confines of what we
Yeah.
always see. One was an R-rated movie. One
Yep.
was a female superhero. This is something that we're craving because we have been so oversaturated
Right.
with every single other
Right, right,
fucking
right.
hero.
Exactly. Plus, I think the thing that makes Wonder Woman so great is the fact that it's a universal story, whereas a lot of the current superhero movies that we had, they've all been very personal. And Deadpool is also very personal, but because it's such a smaller scale movie, you can do that. Whereas with
It
Wonder
worked
Woman,
well, yeah.
it's such a
Logan
big
is really
movie.
personal, but it's a
Exact-
smaller
right,
scale
exactly,
movie.
exactly.
The third act is him saving a bunch of kids. It's not
Right.
like
In
this
the
big
forest,
epic.
yeah.
Yeah. So you can do that kind of thing.
And
I
I
thought
think-
Ant-Man did a good job of that as well. It wasn't like the end of the world,
Good
near the
point.
universe,
Good
near
point.
the galaxy.
Right.
Yeah, it was just about this one corporate business.
Right, and I think that's the key to some of these movies being successful is You don't always have to go so big. You
Which
can
is-
tell a small story.
Yeah.
Why I'm a little bit apprehensive about Infinity Wars. I mean, this
Right.
is the
It's, like,
Justice League
so
of the
big.
Marvel world.
We have been working up to it, though.
I mean, I
They've
like
done
that.
a really good job ramping, I think.
Whereas-
I'm in the same boat. Like, I don't read a lot of the comics that are universal, big universe stuff. I read a lot of street level stuff, but I think they've done a good job ramping.
That's where BVS, I feel, went the worst. It was like you're making it about Gotham versus almost like Metropolis in a way.
Right.
You're making it very grounded, then all of a sudden this freaking and Suicide Squad, this hole opens up, an extraterrestrial
Right.
entity comes down,
Right.
and it makes the whole stakes and the whole
But
realism.
from the get-go with Wonder Woman, it was they're gods of Olympus,
Right.
and throughout, and that sort of kept that idea throughout the whole film. You know?
Yeah, but you also had Chris Pine being like,
Yeah.
what if it's not? What if it's
Yep.
us? What if it's man that's creating these problems? And you saw two perspectives,
Right.
which
You
is
know, and
humanizing.
it really set it apart in tone to have it be mythological. We always said,
Yes.
like, Batman should be detective story,
Yes.
Superman should be an alien story, Wonder Woman should be mythological, and they really leaned into it, and that separated it from everything else, and which was a great idea.
Well, I think also the reason why like this is something worthy to talk about is to keep the dialogue going so the studio will hear it over and over and over and over and over again, almost to their own annoyance, and they start giving some of these other characters their due. Like the fact that Black Widow has been in like 10 movies but hasn't had her own.
She's not even on the mug.
No.
All the merchandise.
Right?
It's an A in her
Not
place.
even
The
on
Exactly.
letter A.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The
Quote
fact
that
that we
one.
got to wait another 2 years for a Captain Marvel movie. It's like
I got a
Where's
pair of
Natasha?
jammies.
Yeah.
I got a pair of jammies that I've had for years that I hate these pajama pants because it's Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Flash,
and no Wonder
Green
Woman.
Lantern.
No
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
And
No,
I'm
she's
like,
just not
what do
on
you
Where the
miss?
fuck
I'm like,
is the other
is there
important
dudes
person?
that would be that
Bro,
insecure
dude,
about
bro,
not having
you
a
wear
woman?
girls on your pants?
See what I'm saying?
Dude,
Like,
bro,
get out of,
what's
get
wrong
out
with
of
you?
here.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
out of
What's
here.
wrong with you?
And I think that's so great. And I mean, Patty Jenkins. Every time I
She did a great
watch
job.
an interview with her talking about this movie, I'm just like, I love you. I just want to give you a
Yeah,
hug.
same. No, she's
know?
great.
And just everything on Twitter and my whole entire Facebook wall has just been everybody being so excited about Wonder Woman, and it's really, really wonderful.
There is still another hurdle which no one's really talking about, and this is, yay, we finally have a female-led superhero movie. And we're talking about Scarlett Johansson. I believe she was 26 when she started playing
Yeah.
Black Widow,
Oh,
and
in Iron
now
Man
she's
2.
32.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's just like, oh, maybe she was even younger. And, by the time Hollywood goes, all right, let's give her own movie. Oh, how old is she? Oh, too old.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And listen, even you-
Robert Downey Jr. is 50-something?
even
Yeah.
Wonder
52,
Woman
I think.
herself, even Gal Gadot, she is fantastic, and she is Wonder Woman. She is markedly younger than her contemporaries in that same world, than the
Right.
actor that plays Superman and the actor that plays.
Well, her and Henry
Bruce
Cavill
Wayne.
are the same age, but yeah, Ben
Especially.
Affleck is old.
Like Ben
Older.
Affleck's, Ben Affleck's the guy who's
40.
pushing 50.
Yeah.
That the studio's like, yeah, you can be Batman, but it's they weren't looking for a Sandra Bullock to play Wonder Woman.
Right.
They weren't looking for a Charlize Theron. They
Well,
went.
Amy
they
Adams,
went a little bit
though,
younger.
I think
Yeah.
she's like 42, 44, and she is Lois Lane.
And she's Lois
But
Lane.
I was getting worried about her. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're in the Justice League. What are they going to do? When are they going to replace
Recast,
her?
duh.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Like, for a younger model.
Yeah, it's
1 minute.
It's a shame, and there's also other hurdles to. Right now, Ava DuVernay is editing A Wrinkle in Time, and it is the most expensive movie that a black director, I think. If the internet wants to help me
I
out,
think
correct me
the
if I'm wrong.
budget
like,
may
the
have even
budget,
been more than Wonder Woman.
The budget may
I
be
could be
even
wrong.
more
Like
than
200
Wonder Woman.
250,000? Like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So
200,000?
it might be that budget for A Wrinkle in Time might be more than Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
which means it'll be the most expensive
But they
movie
both have Chris
directed by a
Pine.
woman. They
So
both
it's
have Chris
Oh, they
Pine.
do.
Oh,
It's
well,
true.
there you
That's
go.
Oh, wow.
You're
right,
set.
and right next door
maker.
in the editing bay, right next door to Ava DuVernay right now, which is true. I think at Disney or whatever, Ryan Coogler's editing Black Panther. And it's like
Wow, that's so
it's like
great.
cool. Those movies are coming down the pipeline, but what are the lessons that Hollywood is going to learn from Wonder Woman? Is it going to just be great? We got the one. Let's focus back on all the Green Lanterns and
I
all
don't
the
think so.
Aquamans and all, or are we going to move forward and go, let's get some more people of color behind the camera. Let's get some more people of color in front of the camera. Let's get some more and interesting and varied Amazons even. Even
Right.
the Amazons and Themyscira, as awesome as they were, you could look at that and go, there could be more variation in who's getting the lines and what kind
Yeah.
of the story, what story we're talking about. So there's a lot more still to do. But it is so exciting to have this movie come out and be the success that it is and have the heart that it does. And I'm just really, really hoping that people can look at it, still talk about the problems that are in Hollywood
Yeah.
and have always been in Hollywood
Yeah.
still talk about those problems critically and use Wonder Woman as an example of what's good and still bad about Hollywood,
Right.
and then move forward.
But what I
Right.
don't want to have happen is what happened with the whole, diversity is key, the whole
Tokenism.
slate of comic books that Marvel decided to put out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also went on record to say, oh, we had our worst month or
Sure.
our worst
Right.
runs in a while. It must have been because we took a risk
Yeah.
with diversity.
10 seconds.
Let's learn our lesson from that. We tried. You didn't
No
like
more brown
it. And it
people.
was
You guys
like,
didn't like it. Back to white people.
Yeah, exactly.
no.
I mean, I have no doubt that things are being shuffled around internally at the big studios now because of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie, and then this could lead into our next discussion. I feel like this is the type of movie that comes around once,
Yeah.
like every 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
That in the huge mess of superhero movies that we had, this movie stands out amongst everything that's been out so far.
Do you know what the last one was? It would have been when Charlize Theron played Monster. It played the character in Monster,
Right,
which was when
right.
it was like, oh, pretty women can actually
Right.
be a real character and take them seriously and completely twist. So
Totally.
it's about talent. It's not
Right,
about their
right.
looks. That was Patty Jenkins.
Yep. It
Was that
sure
what
was.
Last movie she directed.
Boom.
Yep.
I feel
Charlize
well,
Theron was incredible in that movie.
Yeah, she
Because
won
it
the
wasn't about
Oscar
how
for
she
that.
looked at all. I mean,
Yeah.
in a sense, it was how she looked
Right,
because she
right.
completely
It,
transformed.
it was about that. It was also obviously her talent. But I mean, Lucas, should we go into the next discussion at this point or what?
Or
Before we do that, can we show that little clip of Maude talking to some real
Oh, that's right. You
uh,
got
good-looking
Oh.
people?
shit, huh?
Oh,
Can you give us some context
You
here?
did some cool
yeah,
shit.
so I'm obviously asleep.
Yeah.
Because-
You look great taking a nap.
Lucas,
At
you gotta
least
show
you
this
smile.
frame, buddy. You gotta show this
Oh,
frame.
because
At least you smile while you
Chris
nap.
Pine's too good looking, and I couldn't cope. So
That's my face when I look
Fight
at
or
Chris Pine
flight,
too.
fight or
it was
flight.
this or vomit on
Yeah.
myself. No, for an outlet back in Australia, I do a lot of celebrity interviews, and for this particular one, it was really great because Gal Gadot and Chris Pine were teamed up. But I think Gal had slipped a disc in her
She did,
back.
yeah.
So all day, and she was in, I heard from the publicist, immense amounts of pain because this was, I think, day 2 for her as well.
Back pain's no joke.
Yeah, she said it was from the pregnancy
Yeah.
that she had a kid. So yeah.
She was in the, on the table getting the, what is it, chiropractor in between sort of interviews
Oh, wow.
basically. But she just was like, I'm Wonder Woman, like this too shall pass, you know. But she
Yeah.
was like, I can't not do
She
this.
is Wonder Woman.
Anyway, the first
What's
thing I
Chris
wanted
Pine's excuse?
well, I think he'd hurt his
Being a
back as
baby.
well, but that's
Oh,
probably
okay.
a whole different reason.
Yeah.
And that one I'm saying.
Oh!
But I wanted to talk about the duo's chemistry because for me, after watching that movie,
Yeah.
especially the boat scene, that was the thing that resonated with me the
So
most, and
good.
so that's what I kicked off with. Yeah.
Cool. Let's watch it.
Watch this internet.
Spoilers, probably, maybe?
Your chemistry.
All right.
Yeah. Oh wow, I can do this now that I'm standing. Yeah, you're in trouble, guys. That was me flirting. That's how I
You're flirting
flirt.
with Chris
That's how I
Pine?
flirt.
Yeah.
Probably the most amazing part of this movie, watching you two in scenes just together, connecting, bonding, chatting, laughing.
I guess we're good actors because, this thing
God,
is
Chris
not
Pine's so
really
good
working.
He's a
No, it
I
was
need
great.
just
It
15
was
minutes with him.
It was a lot of fun.
Very clothed in a lot of scenes, but you're also not very clothed
for the pun.
in some of your scenes. Chris, I want to know from you, you handled yourself very well.
I totally remember you. I remember these interviews. Yeah, I wasn't clothed in one scene all that much. I had the old.
I just wanted to talk
what you
about
call
the
it?
fact that he was
Thing,
holding his dick.
Yeah.
But whatever.
How
weird
was
things
it?
that you have to wear in comedy stuff.
Red Speedo.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for reminding me. A lot of push-ups between takes, and desperately trying to look as fit as possible.
I want to know from you as well, like you've manned the Enterprise. You're now in a comic book movie. Can we just go ahead and call you a geek already?
Sure.
Great. Do you think that you're connecting
Great.
as a nerd?
Sure.
It doesn't sound like you're celebrating it. It's a really cool, powerful thing to be a geek these days. Is that right, Gal?
It is, certainly. As a gig.
Geek. As a geek?
As
a geek out.
Geek out. We've got a lot of those in Australia.
Is she holding on to her chair?
Yes,
No.
it's the shit being a geek.
Hey, come on.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Keep it PG.
I'm sorry. It's a poo-poo,
She
bitch.
said geeks are the shit.
Yeah.
So I want to know about what is the thing that you're most proud of with this movie? Obviously, it's achieving a lot. This is the first female-led superhero movie we've had in 17 years.
It's 13.
But what are you most proud
13.
of?
Proud that
Might have
finally,
had her.
after 75 years, that this character has been around finally we get to tell her origin story.
I think what's really important about it is that in these superhero films, it's usually about a lot of shit blowing up, and we've seen all of it done before through kind of the masculine lens of an eye for an eye, and there's a bad guy and he's got to be snuffed out. This is, I think, a way more complex film, and at the heart of it is a relationship. It's actually kind of driven by a relationship more than anything else, and the superhero leads with, if anything, love and compassion and hopefulness, and as however that may sound, it's so true, and it's so much better than the alternative, which is not so fun and way dark. There's a real kind of hopefulness to this film, I think.
You love Batman versus Superman.
He threw a lot of shade.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Great job, Maud.
Yay.
Maud, you're so awesome,
great.
says
You're
the chat.
That was a good interview.
That was a good interview.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. But yeah, when Chris said that, I was just melting away because he's so right. Like, we talk about the oversaturation of superhero movies, and he was saying that all of that is like, because guys are behind the lead going, bigger explosions.
Right, exactly.
Can we blow
Yeah.
more shit up? And then he goes, no, this is about love, hope, and relationships. It's like,
Well, and I think a lot of superhero movies just miss that mark. They forget about that. And Patty Jenkins even talked about it. Somebody was asking her a question about, something to the extent of, hopefulness and inspirational, that stuff being cheesy. And she's like,
her comeback
bring it
was
on, baby.
great.
Yep.
Well, she
Bring
was
it
like,
on.
fuck you
It's
for
not
saying
cheesy.
it's cheesy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, what are you
It's
talking
such a
about?
shitty way to
I mean,
think about it, too.
That's the essence of Diana's character.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's character. She is, in addition to being a warrior, she's a diplomat, and she's somebody who believes in humanity and love, and that shone through in the film. And yeah, more on that later, I guess.
I mean, we
Oh,
can
we're
get
gonna get to it right now.
We're gonna get into
Oh,
it
we're
right
doing
now.
now?
Do we have a,
Okay.
do we have a
Good luck,
graphic?
Erica.
Do we
Oh,
have
God.
a graphic for this,
Guys,
Adam, or
it's
not?
time for the spoiler discussion
Okay.
of Wonder Woman.
6
But
minutes of
before that-
spoilers, everybody.
But before that, I want to thank Urquag. Thanks for your tip. I want to thank JVang1 for your resubscription. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Why So Dexterious. Thank you for your resubscription. I can hear myself in my headphones again. I'm going to take these off. Zero Green Tea Leaf. Thank you for your tip. Guys, we are at this amount right now, cutting over right now. You see that bar right above me. We are trying to keep Cineverse alive. We're trying to keep, and not to say that it's going anywhere, but all of our shows here, they run off of your tips and your generosity. This is sort of a crowdfunded live channel. So we want to thank you so much for your support, and we are trying to get $500 tonight. So if you can help us get there, we'd really appreciate it. You can tip $25 to ask us a movie trivia question at the end of the show. We're going to go over a trivia portion. I will ask your questions. You can whisper me your answers, and that would help me greatly. Also, we just had another tip come in from Uber Baldi. Thank you for your tip. Okay,
Thanks,
so here we
Uber
go.
Baldi.
We're going to pivot. We're going to start a Wonder Woman spoiler discussion. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Wonder Woman for 7 minutes. These are all going to be spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, please mute. We will wave at you, and we will clear the chat, and that will be your indication that we have finished the spoiler discussion. So let's get right into it.
Are we doing 6 minutes,
7
Lucas?
Starting
7 minutes.
Okay.
What?
7 minutes?
7 minutes?
Starting
Okay.
now. This is not 6, it's 7. Let's
7.
go.
Oh, 7.
Spoiler discussion.
Y'all better
7
start.
minutes of spoilers.
Go.
Okay, who wants to start
go, go.
talking? Start talking. Somebody start talking.
Well,
Oh, good. Go.
Erica,
Mike.
it sounds like you have a lot to say. What
Oh
do
my
you want to
God,
say?
I've been waiting for this movie my entire life. I grew up reading my mom's old comics from Wonder Woman from the 70s, and it was just like she was the symbol of female empowerment and of kick-assery, and to finally get to see her on the screen and to get her so nailed
movie,
was
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot did such an incredible job, and it was so different. It was about hope and love. She says, "I choose love," and she believes in humanity.
It's coming out. You got it.
It
One
was
blink
so
and it's going
wonderful.
over. Ding.
That was so wonderful, and also, I mean, just everything was so perfect. Like the complexities of war, also the way they explained it were so good, and they played her as she's innocent but she's not naive, which is perfect
That's
for
tough,
her origin
yeah.
story.
Yeah,
There
still
was-
better.
There was a little bit of Born Sexy yesterday, but there was also a lot
Yes,
of
a little
she
bit.
knows every language. She's read all of the volumes about lovemaking, and men aren't essential.
All
like,
12.
she
Yeah.
still
She's
had
not like,
this,
oh, what's
you know-
that?
Yes,
and,
yes.
Yeah. And also, I never understood Steve Trevor in the comics until now, because he was kind of this sexy lamp, you know, that just like, I hate the trope of when women fall in love with literally the first man that they meet.
And this is literally the first man
and that's
she's
the first
ever
man.
seen.
And suddenly in this film, I realize why he's allowed to fight side by side with her. You know, he teaches her just as much as she teaches him, and he's supportive and kind and so brave, and it was crazy because it felt like, you know, this person that you've just known for years and years, and you think they're okay, but then you finally get to know who they are, and you think that they're the best person in the world, and you fall in love with them, and then they're gone. It was so difficult because I suddenly understood that relationship. And you can see why he would fall in love with her, because she's just so incredible. And he tells her that, but she never tells him that, and I kind of like that. You can see why she likes him.
She's got nothing to compare him to.
But and so you can see why they get together, but you know, it's not like she was so devoted to him and fell in love with him. It was perfect.
Definitely in hindsight, like she reflected back and she's like, oh my gosh, he sacrificed himself. He's done, you know, he's seen this from a completely different side of me. But, you know, the fundamental thing that Steve Trevor said to her, he goes, you know what? You just need to, you know, believe. It's what you believe that you can achieve. And it was like this was this drenching of hope and, you know, that it isn't black and white. And I think that was great. Like, this is the first time where it hasn't been like, you know, oh, the poison, kill the poison, you know, take down the poison because then everyone will be saved. This is like, well, I want to go after this guy because he's the leader, so if we get rid of him, then everything will be fine. He goes, well, that's not exactly true because of this. And she's like, well, what about this? And you actually see about 7 different layers, how every single decision affects the other person in a particular way. And there's no correct answer. And I kind of love that for the first time, it's not like, take out the big guy and the world is saved. It's, you know what, we are in the front line. We've got our sniper who's got PTSD, which we're not going to hit the nail on the head and actually call it for what it is. We're going to address that this affects people very, very differently. And she sees the beauty in people. So when he wants to leave, she goes, well, who will sing for us? You know, and I got goosies.
Also, the part where the actor goes, well, I love acting, but I was born.
My friend Jacqueline, who is an actress, she's Hispanic. She and I were singing together, and we saw it, and we just gripped each other, started crying again at that part, because I mean, every character was so well rounded, and they represented different aspects of humanity. That and like that was one thing about Steve, was that he showed her the best of humanity along with all of his friends, and I suddenly understood, you know, why she would stay and why what she says, you know, that we don't deserve her, but her interactions with everybody, I can see why she fights for us.
It's not about deserve. It's about what you believe.
Yeah, I don't like that D word. Anytime someone says, I deserve something, it's like, no, you don't. No one deserves anything. Exactly. The chat really giving a huge shout out for Etta
Candy.
Who was just an amazing character. Again, this is a female comedic relief. Like, she was so effortless and great. She's there with the sword and shield kicking us as well.
Yeah, she pulled up with the sword in that alleyway.
Where do you think you're going?
Perfect.
That was a presence that was maybe the most missed out of all of the sort of side characters they introduced, and especially because this is like a prequel movie set in World War I. You leave the movie and you can't help but think, we're probably not going to see these characters again. The sequel's probably going to be modern day. I mean, we didn't think we would see Peggy Carter again, and she got 2 seasons of a TV show, and then they kept bringing Haley Atwell back and sort of little minor cameos in the other Captain America movies, which was great considering that was just a World War II thing.
Right, and we saw the Howling Commandos again.
We saw the Howling Commandos, so like TV. People are hoping like, man, let's see that crew again, because it's a good crew.
Oh
and
God,
we barely, you know, sort of
the
scratched
diversity
the surface.
and everybody was so well rounded. They weren't stereotypes.
My girlfriend turned to me once they showed the Native American guy. She's like, "Oh, he's gonna die." And then by the end, he's not dead. Oh my God! I was like clapping. It was great.
I thought that
God,
too.
you guys, the fight scenes were so emotional. That scene where the big reveal where she steps into no man's land, and you see her in all her glory, and she's like figuring things out, and she stops that bullet. Oh my God! And the Amazons.
So I cried in the beach scene, and I found myself going, what is wrong with me? I've never cried in a fight scene before, ever. But the way that they did it was this, you could tell that it had a woman's touch to it. And I'll tell you why. It was like done in a way where it was like, this is a war. This isn't about sort of men versus women, which technically it was.
Yeah. Right.
You literally had the men of war and then the women on their horseback in like archaic weapons. And it wasn't necessarily an equal battle, but you saw a difference. And the way that they slowed it down, the way that, you know, my Princess Bride shoved those arrows into the sand.
Princess Buttercup killed
That was
it.
badass.
Yeah.
That was
so
amazing.
great. What the sacrifice meant for them. These women are immortal, but she took the bullet for, you know, because she knew the truth, but she died with the truth.
Right.
Oh my God, so much of this was, emotional. It was done in a way.
5 Hour Burst says, listen, 10 movies about the mascara.
Oh my God, I cried seeing the
30
mascara.
seconds.
It was so vibrant and beautiful, and
Yeah.
seeing the women together, and and that boat scene was
scene
so
was amazing.
sweet.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
rare that they get like the awkward sort of meet
Oh, I
cutest
love it.
scenes
And it was
together,
real.
but-
It was so real. It wasn't
and
forced
the, and the
dialogue.
scene where they were dancing together, and just the quiet before the storm, and it really just gave everything such emotional stakes. All the quiet moments.
Yeah,
Quiet
because they don't have that because
moments.
it's explosies the entire time. 2 fun facts before we do call it. The first fun fact is that Patty Jenkins had to fight for No Man's Land.
Yep.
That
Apparently
entire
so, yeah.
scene.
Which is crazy.
All the men in the biz wanted to go. They didn't understand it. They're like, we don't get it. I mean, she's about to have this huge battle where she flips a tank and she
Yeah.
goes through the building.
Let's cut
Why
to
do
that.
you need
Sure.
this? And it wasn't until they saw it, like on the big screen, that was like, oh, we get it now.
Oh, we're men and we're dumb. We don't get it.
And it's kind of
That's what I
becoming-
say to myself all the time. Just kidding. Sorry, go ahead.
And the second one, it's probably common knowledge by now, but when they did reshoots, Patty Jenkins wanted to get them in back in before you saw No Man's Land, so that the Princess Di basically saw the first part of how war was affecting everyone, and it was the mistreatment of the horses that were stuck trying to escape.
Right.
And she's like, I want to help the horse, I want to help
Right.
these people, and it's like, this is one tiny facet of the whole thing. When they did those reshoots, Gal Gadot was 5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
They had to they had to put a green screen over her costume
Yeah, they had to, like,
so that
cut a
they
screen,
could
but yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
that they
Wow.
could literally
Put a little green,
That's
edit
amazing.
out
But
her
all of that
giant
build-up,
belly.
it just helped No Man's Land even more.
Pablo
That's
says it's a
amazing
very
build-up.
important movie for our world today. It's exactly what this world needed right now at this point in time. And like every woman like is meeting each other on the street, being like, "Did you see it? Yeah, I saw it. I wore a Wonder Woman shirt to the gym, and this woman's. I mean, we just started crying on the treadmills together. We're like, yeah, this is exactly what we needed.
And the fact that the audience, I think, was 52% women means that
Yeah.
48% of the audience is still men. And it's not the fact that they want to see their dudes save the world. They want to see a superhero movie no matter what.
I
No matter
want to
who.
see heroes, and I saw little boys in the
Yeah.
theater, and they were so excited about it.
Holy shit.
Oh my god!
Plus, I one thing that I really like is, like, you know, a lot of these superhero movies, they want to try to play it true and realistic and all this stuff and blah blah blah. This movie is definitely a comic book movie, but the backdrop is like
have to
World War
disagree with you.
One, and
I
it's
don't
like
think-
and it's like chemical warfare. Like it's very it's very serious.
I don't think any other superhero movie has tried to make it really real and realistic in a
No,
way.
but that's like the terminology they always use. That's like
gritty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gritty. And I'm just like, just make a freaking superhero movie.
Yep.
Let the
Color
characters
and-
be who they are.
Since
they need to
Christopher
flesh
Nolan's
out story and character development.
Since
sure.
Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, every superhero
Right.
movie has tried to be the one that's like,
Yeah.
but ours could really happen. It's
Yeah.
like, if a kid
And
got
it's
bitten by a
like-
spider, ours could really happen. It's like, what are you doing? That's not what
Exactly.
that
It's
story
like-
is.
it's fantasy.
There's a certain amount of disbelief you already have going
Yes.
into a superhero movie.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not like I need every other aspect to be grounded and gritty when there's a god living among you, you know, like
Yeah.
literally with superpowers that can
Right.
fly.
It's like, how many people actually care that General Ludendorff died in 1935 and not in 1918 or 17?
Don't care.
It
No
doesn't
one
matter.
cares.
I didn't know
Doesn't
Ludendorff
matter.
was a real guy.
Yeah.
But for now, he'll always be that guy in the Wonder Woman
That
movie.
guy
Yeah, that guy in the Wonder
Sorry,
Woman movie.
sorry, dead Ludendorff.
Yeah.
Careful.
Dr.
Hawkeye.
Poison. I hope we see Dr. Poison again. That was really interesting, and they let her escape. So hopefully, you know, we'll see some more of that.
Maybe
She's
the
really
daughter of
interesting.
Dr. Poison.
Who could be played by Katie Holmes, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah, I
she
could see that.
was
Yeah.
in Batman.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Different Batman.
It doesn't
Different
matter.
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
different.
she
It's
got
different
replaced
universe.
anyway.
They could bring back
Yeah,
Christian Bale and he could play
definitely.
another character. It would
I
be
mean,
fine
they almost
because-
brought back Tom Hardy to play
Yeah.
Rick Flag in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, guys, we gotta end it.
Okay.
That's 10 minutes.
Okay, that one-
More
no,
Wonder Woman
wow.
movies sooner.
That's
More
10
Wonder
minutes.
Woman
So I'm
movies
guessing,
sooner.
Erica,
Yeah.
you don't recommend this movie to anybody.
Oh my God, I'm gonna go see this movie. I'm gonna give it all my money, and I'm gonna tell everybody else to go see this movie and give it their money because we want it to break all of the records
Yeah.
to tell Hollywood that they need to take risks like this more often until they're not risks anymore.
I went and bought all the action figures. And I need more. They don't have a Robin Wright action figure. I'm like, that's
Where's my Auntie
bullshit.
Yuppie, damn it?
Straight from Gal Gadot.
There's
She's
the
like,
Barbie,
oh,
and
we
it's so
had
beautiful.
nothing to do with that. And I was just like, oh, you don't get any of the...
No, that's where the real money is.
Oh, really?
She's like, I had nothing to do. I was like, I'm
Wait,
excited. She's like,
what did you say to Gal? You said...
well, I walked in and I was like, oh my God, I just saw like 50 of you in a display
Yeah,
cabinet.
yeah.
And she's like, yeah, we have nothing to do with that. And she kind of seemed really bummed out because it's just, that's the merchandising that DC benefits from, not
But not the
necessarily
film.
And
But
the
yeah.
film, and it's
Oh, man.
separate.
Anyways, movies these days don't have that George
clear that
Lucas
chat.
Star Wars deal.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's
Chat.
Kenner.
Done.
It's time. It's time. Come back.
Okay.
Come back.
Okay.
Clear that
Yeah,
chat.
clear
Yay,
the
come
chat.
back.
Come
Thank
back.
you, everybody,
Come
for
on
letting
back.
me like ramble on
Of
and
course.
on about
It's
that.
okay.
It was.
We had a
oh,
40-minute
God.
spoiler review talk on it, so it's
Yes,
okay.
which you can
we needed
see.
Your guys's.
Holy.
Try from the
Maybe
top.
The other way.
Try.
This way.
This is like a...
Come on.
Your cup has just been
Come on.
upgraded.
I'm so blonde. That one as well.
Thanks,
you can
everybody.
see that on
Much
YouTube,
hugs
guys.
to you, chat. Thanks, everybody.
It was us. It
It's
was
time for trailers, y'all.
It was us three. It was Malika. It was Emma Fife. It was Danny Fernandez.
Danny
That
Fernandez.
spoiler review is on YouTube.
Yeah, I
if you
saw,
haven't
I
seen
saw,
it
I
yet,
saw.
check it out. Check it out. Good stuff.
And I've got one
Cool.
on Screen Junkies on Thursday
Oh, cool. A review coming out.
about the future of Wonder Woman and like
Ooh.
who our next villain.
Can you give us a tease? Can you give us a tease?
Well, yeah, basically
Some
we kind of
ideas?
broke down about 6 villains that we wanted, and we wanted to basically pitch our favorite sequel.
Cheetah?
Cheetah was number 1. I chucked in a bit of Veronica Cale.
Veronica. Ooh, tell us a little bit about her.
So Veronica Cale is essentially the Lex Luthor of Wonder Woman storyline, and I
Does
kind
she
of
have
like.
a kale garden?
You'd think so. It's a C, not a K.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
But
didn't see that coming.
pharmaceutical
Oh.
company. Oh, that was good for you.
For you.
For you, Hector. For you.
I'll take it.
That was for Hector.
We're trying. Like, Aggie, that was a good one too. I appreciate the setup. I appreciate the
Cersei.
setup.
I personally love Cersei.
Cersei would be
they've
great.
they've brought magic into the DCEU.
Yep.
So
There's already one Cersei that I was an argument that we had to put up, and I said, nah, stay
'cause
away
of-
from that
'cause of Lannister?
because of Game of Thrones. Just let it breathe
No,
out
there's
a
already
little bit.
2 Starks.
yeah.
Tony
Damn.
Stark
That was
and
real
the
good. Yeah.
Stark
and,
family.
and
Oh,
the
I
Stark
see what you
family.
mean.
So you can have a couple different Starks, a couple
Yeah,
different
plus it's spelled
Cerseis.
differently.
But there's
It
like
is spelled
900 men, and again, there's only 2 Cerseis.
Yeah. Fair point. All right. Got to keep the ladies unique. Got to keep them unique.
Yeah, yeah.
And another point, Pablo88 is saying maybe Emily Blunt as Cheetah. I was actually having a discussion with my screenwriter friend who is trying to. He wrote a buddy cop kind of drama, and they instantly were like, well, what if you make this character a woman instead? And he was like, we actually realized that there was only not many women that we could have as a brute kind of female cast. And I said, I don't think anyone can actually name 5 women that would be perfect for a SWAT officer.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, Michelle Rodriguez.
Of course, Michelle Rodriguez.
In SWAT.
Yeah.
Could not get 5 women. Emily Blunt was the second one that we
Sure.
came up with.
Sure.
But honestly, there's like so few action women.
And I bet you somebody
Yeah.
threw Ronda Rousey in there because, who else?
'Cause she
I
can
say
kick
get an
ass.
Yeah.
unknown. And I say
Yeah.
Cheetah.
Yeah.
Cheetah, I think traditionally has been Barbara Ann Minerva. She's been like a European or like an American woman, but I feel like I don't give a shit. Go international. Get
Yeah.
this incredible
Plus,
name.
As we
Yeah,
said,
man.
it's the characters that are the star and
Exactly.
not the names that
Exactly.
should be attached to
Right.
them.
Exactly. So Wonder Woman set in the modern day with a great, just like Marvel, just like DC, a great sort of established actor supporting cast of like, their government liaison played by, and then some amazing actress. And then, you know what I mean? But then like
Right.
the villain, somebody we've never seen before.
Yeah, let
Boom.
them
They
unleash.
were
Boom.
able to get an island full of buff-ass
Yes.
women.
Yes.
Well, I bet you 3 of those women on that island could act.
Yeah.
Get them.
Did anyone
At
know
least.
Doutzen
Probably more.
Cruz?
Yeah, probably more.
Doutzen is a really, really well-known international supermodel.
There we go.
She got 1 line
There
of
you go.
dialogue, but still, this
Yeah.
is like a cool thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I want to just bring this up super quickly. When you do see Antaipe riding along on the beach,
Yeah.
you look directly to her right. It's a man.
No way.
Oh yeah, you didn't notice his nose is like this.
Nope.
Definitely a guy.
I bet you I could find I bet you I could find
I
a
didn't know
picture
that.
of the actress who plays that character who
Actor.
just
Actor.
has
Nah.
traditionally
nose.
I'm
masculine
telling you that
features.
was a stunt.
No.
That was a stunt guy.
Dude.
I'm pretty
Wearing
sure
a
they
wig.
have been able to find enough stunt doubles who are female.
Guys, it's time for
Surely.
trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Time
Oh,
for
yeah.
trailers!
Thanks for getting us on track, buddy. All right, Adam,
Okay.
hit us with that first
So,
trailer,
guys,
buddy.
don't forget to vote in the chat. whether you'd watch in theaters,
Yeah.
rent it,
Yeah.
or skip it. Here we go. The trailer started not so well, and then it got good, and then it went.
and then it went, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was not into it the entire time.
I'd be blind if I said that I liked it.
I see what you mean.
Blind.
There's no contesting your puns tonight.
Yeah,
You're on
yeah.
fire.
That's it.
Damn.
That's a pass
I
for
can
me.
see.
This
Hardcore
movie,
pass.
there's an audience for this movie, and I am not that audience, unfortunately.
At first, I thought it was gonna be Alec Baldwin's like Oscar grab for playing like a blind
Yeah.
guy,
And then the rest of the trailer played
Yeah,
you
and then
like,
I was
"Ooh."
like, oh,
I was
God.
really going to ask, do you think this is Oscar bait?
Yeah,
but,
that's what I thought.
We haven't seen Demi in a little while, have we?
I don't know the
Yeah,
last movie that I saw her in.
They
Is
should
it Charlie's
try to-
Been doing
Angels?
TV or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
She's not trying to fuck a dead guy. Just a blind guy.
Just a blind guy.
Wait,
Can we
I'm
throw up
sorry,
the
what
numbers
was
on
that?
the chat
Was that
again,
in-
please? The
Ghost?
votes.
Contested?
Go.
Oh,
Ghost.
right. Okay. I
And
With
that was the thing where he
Swayze.
was
like, oh, what?
blind and there was feeling. and now
Sure,
there's all
sure. Okay. Yes.
Wow,
wanna see the
guys,
votes. Hold on,
speaking
I
of Ghost,
need
it's
to
a
see the
27-year-old
votes.
movie.
I want to see the votes
Don't
in
ask me,
the
I'll probably
chat.
say it's 42.
It's that old.
I
1990.
really
Oh my
want to
God.
see these votes.
Yeah, what are the votes? I'm so.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Vote 3, vote 3.
Did not. Yeah.
What is
Theater
Skip.
zero.
Whoa. Well.
What does 3 mean, guys?
So 3 is they're not gonna watch it. 3 skip. 2 is rent Netflix. 1 is theater. Go watch it. In
Yeah.
theaters.
I only saw 3s.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
73
people voted skip.
Skip.
3 people voted rent
voted
Netflix.
skip.
0 people want to watch
Bummer.
Welcome to the geeky demographic.
Whoever put this trailer first, thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Let's
You're
kinda get
welcome.
out of that.
Let's
Moving
move
on.
out of the way.
That was a
move it.
bummer. That was not great.
All right.
I don't know entirely what it was about, but I think I like it. I think I like it.
I'm going 2 on that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd watch it on a plane for sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't because there might be swearing and nudity that I wouldn't want to see unedited.
There probably is going to be nudity, but
Yeah.
I think I'd enjoy that.
Yeah, I'd
In
enjoy
this
that.
Can
movie.
we?
too.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but when I went to see Star Wars: The Force Awakens, every single time I saw it, the cinema erupted in laughter when Kylo Ren removed his helmet. I'm off Adam Driver.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why
Every
did you
time.
You're not into
laugh?
it?
Well, because I think they were
understand.
expecting something terrifying.
Well, how do you feel
Yeah.
about Adam Driver, Mod?
Off him now.
And that means to Americans,
Oh, really?
She's not,
yeah, not a
I'm
fan.
off.
You're
she
off of
doesn't
him.
like. She's
You're
not
over,
about
right?
him. She's not about him.
So at first you
Okay.
were on
That-
him,
Not
and now
about
you're
that
off
life.
him.
But that makes sense.
It makes
Now it
sense.
does.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm over.
Yeah.
I'm
Over is
Okay.
the
not a fan
sure.
of
You're
anymore.
over him.
Okay.
Okay.
I was on and now I'm
off. him.
off.
Got it.
Yeah.
So self-explanatory.
You'll have to forgive my Mexican friend.
Well, I just didn't want to assume because when you do that, it makes an
I was
ass
never on him.
out of you and
okay.
me.
Okay.
I didn't get off of him.
You'd have to be on him to get
But
off.
you
of
did
it.
get off of him.
No, I just got off him.
You
because
got
some
off
people,
him.
some people
Off of
still
him.
get off on him.
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
I think Channing Tatum is an underrated actor. I think he's one of those actors
Yeah.
that is cursed
Yeah.
with good looks. I think he's super good looking, but I think he's very, very good comedically,
Yeah,
and
he
I
really
think he
has
can
good-
be very good dramatically. So I think he's a guy like.
I don't think he's
sorry,
underrated this time.
He's-
He had 21 Jump Street, 22
Yeah.
Jump Street.
Also a triple threat, or at least a
Yeah.
duo threat. Like he's an incredible dancer.
yeah.
Too.
But I think that's
He's
when he
got
started
such
as a
good-
dancer. People
Yeah.
weren't expecting him to be able to act.
Exactly.
Yeah.
winner
And
was
his comedic timing is
Netflix.
fantastic.
And then
The
we
winner
saw
was
him
Netflix.
sing in the Hail Caesar, unless that wasn't.
I don't
him.
know.
So-
I don't think he sang.
What's your
in it.
guys'
just
votes?
danced.
He
What's your
just
guys'
danced.
votes?
What do you guys vote?
Yeah, what do you three vote?
I'm
2? Cool.
Between 1 and 2. I will wait to see reviews, and if people say it's really good, I'll see it in theaters. But like, I think I'll probably rent it.
It's not driving it home for me.
Yep. Exactly.
I like all those actors, and I like not only like all of Steven Soderbergh's movies, but I like a majority of them. And Ocean's 11 and that, not the whole trilogy, but particularly Ocean's 11 is like I really enjoy that movie. So I would probably catch this in the theater more than likely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I really like heist films.
Yeah.
And the fact that you've got a guy who's like so across to heist, like I mean, Ocean's 11, 12.
Oh, yeah,
This
of
is
course.
basically
Yes.
Ocean's 13.
Yeah. Yeah. How do we feel
Although,
about?
wait, did he
that-
also? He didn't also direct the Magic Mike XXL, right?
No.
Yeah, just Magic
Soderbergh?
Mike.
Oh, okay.
Magic
No, no.
Mike.
Soderbergh was
Magic Mike
Magic Mike, and then his DOP stepped up to
To step
direct.
in.
That's
Oh
right.
my God,
But
Magic
how
Mike
did you guys-
XXL was very, very good.
Very good. How did you guys feel about Daniel Craig's accent?
I did a set visit on that.
he's gonna be
I
able
think
to
it
play that?
traumatized. I think it
hang
traumatized
on,
Zach.
everybody. We're talking about Magic Mike XXL. Please
Okay.
continue.
I did a set visit in Atlanta for Magic Mike XXL, and a bunch of female journalists. We were on set when Joe Manganiello did his performance with the swing. So I saw that in the flesh, literally about a meter or two away from his wife, Sofia Vergara. And she basically looked around to all of us and be like, "Oh, I'm going to fuck that tonight, okay?" Okay, and we were like,
I love it. I love it.
It was
Oh my god.
Great.
the most arousing thing I've ever seen in my
Good
life.
for Joe. Good for Joe.
You're like, crawl on hands and knees in like leather pants. Anyway, whew.
It's so good. That movie is about.
It's getting spicy in here.
That movie is about chasing your dreams, being nice to women, and supporting your bros. Those are the three messages of that
Support bros
film.
and support bras.
It's so cute. It's a cute movie, and it's hot as hell. Oh my god, good for you. That's good.
Korea
That's so
highlight.
good.
Oh my
That's so
God.
good.
I'm gonna have to marathon those. I haven't seen the Magic Mike. Cool.
Anyway.
Can't wait to watch this kids movie trailer.
Yeah.
I know,
Oh,
right?
Here
yeah.
we go.
Did you guys see the first one?
No,
I
not yet.
saw the
With
first
Nicole
one.
How was it?
Kidman.
You know what? It wasn't as bad as the
I heard
trailer
it was
made seem.
good. I heard it
I
was
heard
good.
from a lot of people that the first
Yeah.
one was actually
Wasn't it
good.
98% or something on Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes?
something like
yeah.
that.
The
It's
movie
like a
was
really well-made
surprising.
kids movie. Yeah.
My little sister, I went and visited home. My little sister, me and her like to watch movies together, and she's like, "Oh my God, you have to watch Paddington."
No shit.
And I was
That's
like, "What? Paddington? Like
Yeah.
for real?" So she sat me down and we watched this movie, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to
Yeah,
enjoy it.
that's what
and
I
so I think that's why we have such big actors.
I
in
think
this
that's why
one.
there's a sequel.
Yeah.
Because
I
the
love
first
the
one-
actors in it. Sure.
Yeah,
Peter
the first
Capaldi,
one-
Brendan
Don't write it
Gleeson.
Nicole
off.
Kidman's
All
not
the
back.
Brits. All
But
the
I
Brits.
saw that there was a train scene, and the whole time I couldn't help but think, this isn't Harry Potter.
Well, nothing's
It's
Harry
not.
Potter.
No. But so in the first movie they find Paddington in a train, like a big train
3.
depot thing.
Oh,
Three.
well,
I'm telling you guys, don't write it
interesting.
off.
Maybe I'm not ready.
I will not write it
Maybe
off.
I'm not ready
I
to
don't
have
know if
kids.
I will not
Yeah.
see it in theaters.
That's
though.
what I'm it not is. ready to have
Maybe you should
kids
just
either.
maybe just
Yeah.
tie my tubes.
Yeah. Tie your tubes, and then once you do
That was a train joke.
then you'll see
Pun.
how you'll feel about. I'll
Oh,
rent
because
that,
you call it tubes.
but I want to watch
Yeah.
the first one.
You need to
That
watch
is
the
that
first
is a
one.
movie that I would
Time
probably
and
not
two.
watch in the theater unless I happened to be in San Diego visiting my family.
Unless you're with 3 women, because I swear to God, if you watch that just by yourself in the theater, no.
Yeah, that's true. If I'm in San Diego, I might take my little cousin.
Yeah.
It's honestly a movie that is pretty good to Netflix. So Netflix
Yeah.
it. Just
Yeah.
Netflix it.
I'll
I'm not
rent
gonna go.
it,
I'm not
but I
gonna
have
go
to
watch
the
it.
first one. I haven't seen the first
Yeah,
one.
I'm not gonna go out
Yeah,
to
yeah,
a
yeah.
theater and watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But I recommend watching it.
But it looks lovely.
Yeah.
Like
and
literally the
hopefully it's lovely.
personification of that Chrissy Teigen meme where she's crying with her eyes but smiling with her mouth. That's all I've got for that.
Cool.
Oh, boy.
What did the chat say? What did it?
I don't
Uh,
know. The
skip,
chat went
skip.
out. Thank you for
3.
turning
It
it
was
back on,
skip.
Hector.
It was
That was
skip.
a lot
It
of
skip?
threes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Even I am the Mega Man said my little nephew said pass.
Dang.
So
Damn, son. Harsh.
Oof.
Harsh
How
movie
old is your
critics.
little nephew?
I know.
yes,
they're going-
34.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, that's not
Yeah.
for me.
Next up. Are they gonna fuck or what? What's
They
going on?
gonna
Do they get
I
it
got
on?
so many
Yep.
thoughts for this one.
Is
So
this Harold and Maude? What are we doing?
Harold-
I'm
and Maude.
Maud. So my thing is, if Judi Dench can win an Oscar with 6 minutes of airtime, like she did with Shakespeare in Love, I feel like this is going to be amazing, and this is Oscar bait. The problem is, and a few people are resonating these exact thoughts in the chat, someone actually claimed, is this kind of racist? A, and B, I have a feeling that, we are being so progressive when it comes to tackling these particular subjects. The fact that this is happening in a periodic piece, if it is a true story, amazing, but I just don't want the message to be so hit people over the
It's like
head.
the magic black man trope.
That it's
Only with an
obviously-
Indian guy.
That it's almost pandering to a particular audience. And I have a feeling that a lot of people, especially your alt-rights, are going to find this offensive and be like, you know what, this is disgusting. I'm actually upset with this. But you know what, fuck them, because I'm not a big fan of them at all on a good day, because technically they're white supremacists. But I understand why this movie is made in this particular time. I just think that half of the audience is ready for it.
Probably not even that half.
Yeah.
Probably not even that half. And the other side are people that are going to be mad, and probably rightfully so, are the people that are going to be looking at this movie with the lens of like, how does it tackle these kind of relations? Is it going to do it in a respectful and accurate way, or is it going to do it in a very cliched, like Erica said, in a very Hollywood,
way.
stereotypically tropey way, where you have an older white person in this case, the queen, learning something from a younger brown person, and all the problems of the world are solved. When it's like, it's not that simple. That's not what happened or is happening, or it seems like The Blind Side. It seems like one of those stories that Hollywood picks up and they're like, oh, let's make this to prove we're not racist. When it's like, okay, but
look, guys, we're not racist.
It can come across as tokenism.
I would like to know more about the story. Is it based on a true story? I would like to hear about that. And even so, it does seem like cherry picked to be like, look at this, story of transcending colonialism and cultural barriers.
If this old woman can learn, and we're Hollywood, and we made this movie, then we're all good.
We can learn too.
Like,
see, we're not racist.
Pablo in the chat said, "This is a historical picture. History doesn't care what you think," and I kind of love that in a way because it is history. It's back then. It's not now. I mean, we've got Judi Dench here. It's the whole driving Miss Daisy, and I think that was a really amazing film that would highlight sort of like this racial difference and to connect over good human nature, not over connecting with color. And I think that if it was to be like that, it's great. I think Wonder Woman, coming back to that, worked so well because it isn't like women are amazing. It was like, here is a woman in this particular situation and she happens to be amazing. And I think if you the best way to drive a message across isn't to scream and kick about it. Like a great example is Doctor Who, where you've got Pearl Mackie playing Bill Potts, who just happens to be black and happens to be gay, but it's not like, we have a lesbian black character, how amazing and progressive are we?
You got to have that authenticity, and a lot of times these types of stories, they don't have the people that are watching out for that working on these movies. And to kind of go off of Pablo's point, that history already happened and history doesn't care about what you think. We're not technically talking about history here. We're talking about a product from Hollywood. Because in the case of history, it was a Cuban guy who was the lead of the story Argo, but yet Ben Affleck played him. So Hollywood doesn't care about history. Like, it doesn't matter what actually happened or how. What matters is this end result, this end product. And what we're talking about is like, it could turn out really, really great, where all parties involved are like happy with the end result and it's respectful and we all learn and it makes us feel better as people, and what the story sets out to do, it achieves. Or it could come out the opposite, which is another example of a movie like the types of movies that we're talking about, where like the movie doesn't respect what actually happened and doesn't care about actual representation, but instead, like Mata's saying, is just kind of parading an example out in front, like, look at what we made a movie about, so we're fine. And it's like, that's not really addressing a lot of the problems that people have. And that
being said, it is intriguing, and I would like to know more from people who would be looking out for those sorts of things before I decide to see the film.
Yeah, even despite all of that, I'm at a rent. I'm at a rent because it looked like
Judi Dench is an incredible actress.
With stories like this, it's like, give me the base knowledge. I want to know what this true story is.
With great acting and great characters.
And then I'll do the research after, which I always do anyway. For even like Straight Outta Compton, I'm like, yeah, but did it really happen? And then I go and research it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what those movies do. They get you interested, and then it's like, but then really go do the research yourself and figure out what happened.
I think the overall message here in Hollywood, if you're trying to make an example or a point about something, the more you drive it home and spell it out for people, the more that it really, go.
But if you trick them,
you offend an
But if you trick them,
but if you let them figure it out for themselves, if you let them kind of like.
But also, if you trick them,
provide a conversation where you can think about it, and then you're technically figuring it on your own.
Yeah, trick them. I got it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I
got it. You trick them. You fool people. Adam, where are you at with this? Where are you voting?
I thought it looked really good. It looked really well shot. The costume design looks amazing. Production design looks great. I love Judi Dench.
Yeah.
She's the best. She is one of the best.
No Judy Wench,
Yeah. So is that a 1 or 2 for you?
Judy Wench.
I
get it.
I think I have to kind of wait and see as the movie gets closer to releasing.
Yeah.
Usually periodical films don't do huge in box offices. They never have. They never will. I watch them on planes. Yeah.
See, that one, I'm not worried about a bunch of nudity and cussing. Like, I watch that on a plane.
Sony version of that.
There are no planes in that era.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're
but I'm like, it's a really intriguing story. I love those types of stories where two people learn something from each other.
Right.
I love that, and it doesn't come off as being cynical.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Erica, what was your vote?
I'd say Rent.
Yeah, cool.
I'd say Rent. I'm intrigued.
You were at a Rent?
Oh yeah, hardcore
Mom,
Rent.
Watching a plane.
Watching a plane. Yeah, Rent. We gotta come up with a new category.
Buy a plane ticket just to watch the movie.
Parentheses,
Sony
like mod.
version. Like mod. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next trailer.
See you in the theater, motherfuckers.
Does Kate Winslet drown? Go see this movie.
Does the dog die?
Does she
drown?
Jack Dawson
We don't
in the
know
movie?
anything.
I think I'm at a 1 for that. That looks like a
Whoa.
good time.
Oh,
That
God.
is not a first date movie.
No,
or
it's not.
plane
Could be a
watch.
first date, yeah.
I hate like survival in the wild movies.
I like
I
hate
love
them.
that shit.
I hate
I love
them.
that.
I like
I'm
them.
not gonna see.
You know
this
why?
film.
Because I'll never be in that situation. That's why I'm okay with it. Yeah,
Not if
bring
you
it
go
on.
camping with us again, Hector.
Oh my
We
god.
always
I
go
love it.
camping at
Hector's plane
campgrounds.
crashes in the mountains. He's like, well, I guess this is it for me.
Yeah.
Can we all agree though that Idris Elba is just the next level of amazing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can all agree on
Have
that.
we seen Luther?
I haven't
haven't.
yet.
No.
Guys, it's on Netflix. Do yourself a favor, especially if you've seen Sherlock.
Okay, cool.
He's like a
I haven't seen Sherlock.
bad.
either.
He's like a badass Sherlock, not
Okay.
not as neurotic,
All
more
right.
like
More like
fuck 'em all, fuck
erotic.
her up. Yeah.
More like erotic, right?
That sounds really. Let's. Yeah. I'm
Luther
gonna-
way better than Sherlock too, says Hyper RPG. Thank you,
Oh.
Lucas.
Luther is a thing.
So where's all our votes at, guys? I want to know.
Yeah,
what
I
we're
want
doing.
to see what
let's
that.
like
I'm
a lot
at a
of
1.
scale.
I'm at a
One
1.
out of
I'm at a
two,
one. Hardcore
Okay,
1.
1s and 2s. Erica, what are you at? Too
Oh, I'm
scary?
gonna need a hug
I'm not
afterwards.
gonna. I don't know why. I just don't care for like humans.
I mean, I would
man
rather
versus
watch
nature.
I love
these
Man
two
versus
survive
Nature.
the snow than Leo DiCaprio fight off a bear.
Thank
Well,
you.
I didn't get to finish. I didn't finish The Revenant because after a while it just became. I was like, this is just misery porn.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this anymore. So
I
I
love that
didn't.
movie.
It's
I
a
gotta watch it
masochistic
still.
movie.
I love that movie.
Adam, what are you at? 1?
I liked it. It was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a hardcore.
Okay.
I
one
like
for
I like
me.
Idris Elba. I like Kate Winslet, and I'm so curious to see like.
Also, Claire's right.
What
That
happens?
dog is gonna die.
Yeah.
I refuse
Yeah,
to
the
sit
dog's
there
gonna
and
die.
watch that dog die with my own 2 goddamn eyes.
Yeah.
Surely, like those
Winner
group,
was Rent.
group
Watch on a
studies.
plane.
What are they called when like you show it to a particular group? It's like a group
A test
test
screening?
screening.
a test
Yeah.
group. Yeah, they're all gonna be like, "Don't touch the dog."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
touch the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
But
gonna happen though.
there's some. What are you guys' favorite movies where the dog dies? This is
I'm
this is a
sorry.
real question because it happens in movies and it hurts us so bad. But like, what
Oh,
are movies
John
that you
Wick!
still
John Wick.
you still like John Wick despite because it's the
it has
catalyst.
stakes, yeah.
Because he is avenging his papa.
Cujo.
Cujo.
I don't know if
Good
that counts.
choice.
Keep
It
playing,
does.
Cameron.
Because it's an evil dog and it dies.
All right, so that one counts. What else? What do we like?
Spoiler alert.
I still like I Am Legend. Spoiler alert,
Right,
sorry. That's a
yeah.
brutal scene, but I
That
like
is a
that
brutal
movie, and I
scene.
think that
Yeah.
that scene
Yeah.
is so effective, and it breaks
Does
my
the
heart.
dog die in one of the Homeward Bound movies?
No.
No?
Although I think in my heart, in
Milo
my
and
head,
Otis?
I don't know.
Don't real dogs
Oh, all
actually
dogs
die?
go to heaven.
No, I don't think so.
No,
All dogs
doesn't
go to
count.
heaven.
Go
Very
back,
good,
Skip.
alien
All right.
knitter.
Old Yeller, that's a classic.
Marley and Me.
Real
Boom.
talk, real talk
Heartbreaker.
though.
Marley
You
and
know
Me
how, like,
wrecked
no
me.
animals were harmed in the making of this film? That happened after Milo and Otis. And I'm telling you, there were like 5 pugs and about 12 cats that died as the Milo and
serious? No
Otis.
way.
And there's a scene where the cat goes over the waterfall.
Did that
that
cat
actually
die?
happened. They watched the cat go over. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Wait, and they filmed it and they put it in the movie?
Yes.
I'm never gonna- I'm
seen
never
that
gonna
film,
see
and
Milo
I
and Otis.
Never am
Sorry.
gonna see that film. Oh my God.
There you
Man.
go.
Nope.
Way to end on a high, everyone.
Okay, I'm
All right,
so
next
excited
one.
about this. This is one of my favorite books of all time.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
I don't need- we don't need
It
it.
was incredible because it.
I'm not talking about the trailer, though. The
tension,
music, the Imagine Dragons
no,
was unnecessary.
The atmosphere. I loved the modernization, like the modern soundtrack.
Nope.
I don't
I
know.
didn't
I don't
like
think
it
that
at
they're gonna
all.
have it in it.
Probably
but
not. It was
good-
probably for the trailer.
But
Entertain
it
this. The strings start.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And it goes.
Is that
through.
Zelda? That's Legend of Zelda?
It is.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
is.
god, it is. It's like constantly. Yeah.
It's
Just on repeat.
Like if they
The
did that, it would
Forest
just be another
Temple.
period piece. But I love
Yeah.
the popping up of the titles and
That
stuff
was
because
rad.
like
That's a
Yeah,
great
that was
shot.
cool.
it's
That
you know
was
it's the
great.
idea of kind of like a modernization. It's
Now,
it's
do
a
you
murder
think-
mystery.
very classic.
Do you
murder
think
mystery.
that's going to be in the movie or no?
No, I don't.
That
I don't
shot
think so.
with
Can
the
someone do me a
titles.
The
favor?
shot, I think probably will be. I don't think that the titles will pop
Yeah.
up, but it's like it's doing a good
Yeah.
job of sort of setting the stage for all of this like very classic. The Murder on the Orient Express is one of the most classic murder mysteries. And like because I have a thing about like Agatha Christie is so great. I read so much Agatha Christie when I was younger, and Murder on the Orient Express. Like I have a thing about the romance of the rails and like trains, and it's so quintessential. Like so many movies after
borrowed
that
from that.
had
Sure.
borrowed from it, and so kind of bringing it full circle and making it modern with the soundtrack. I really thought it was a good choice.
It's an incredible cast. It's such a good cast.
Kenneth Branagh.
Such a good
Can I get
cast.
hell yeah.
Kenneth
Hell
Branagh.
yeah.
Leslie Odom Jr., Aaron Burr's on that train, y'all.
Aaron Burr, really?
Aaron Burr's on that train.
The guy who shot Abraham Lincoln?
That's a deep burn.
No, that's not Aaron Burr.
What? Is that Aaron Burr?
No.
Who shot Abraham Lincoln in the theater?
That was
who
the
you're
actor.
thinking of.
What's his name?
Who shot
Edward Booth.
Alexander Hamilton.
It was Booth
Yeah.
in the booth. Who shot Alexander Hamilton?
Aaron
Wasn't it
Burr.
Aaron
Aaron Burr.
And,
Aaron Burr's on that
Leslie
train?
Odom Jr. Played Aaron Burr on Broadway for
Oh.
Hamilton. So, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. It's
That's
okay.
awesome.
Come on. Hector can't remember every single thing. He
I haven't
remembers
seen Hamilton yet.
literally every
The
other
only
thing in
reason
the
I
world.
remember that Aaron Burr is from
Got
the
Milk.
Got
John
Milk
Wilkes Booth,
commercial.
John Wilkes.
Yeah,
That's right.
because he had peanut
Oh,
butter. in
I'm
his
sorry.
mouth.
Edward
Yeah.
Booth is his brother, who is a famous actor.
I'm
Is
excited
Booth,
to
yeah.
see a different version
Booth.
of Daisy Ridley, by the way.
Same.
I've only
Yeah.
ever seen her
Me
as
too.
a Skywalker.
I
Yeah.
heard her voice in an
Love it.
anime. Want to hear her more? Yeah, she's a Skywalker for sure.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
She's Luke's
got
Luke's
Judi
daughter.
Dench.
She's Luke's son. Yes.
She's Luke's son.
Correct.
She is
Correct.
totally
You're
Luke's
right.
son.
As long as, like, you know, I think they could be out of their depth if they have him in there for a long time. That's a
Johnny Depp.
I hope he gets murdered. I hope he's the person
I
I
who
think
gets
he's going to
murdered.
because he wasn't in the lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
was-
liked
So-
the out
Yeah.
of their depth.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
out
pretty
of
good.
line,
No, it's
so
good.
it's
I know.
That's all right.
We're out. Sorry.
Um,
Still not into it
Edwin
though.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
watch that. I'm gonna go watch that movie in the theaters for sure.
Yeah, that's the one for me.
Especially because like Michelle Pfeiffer, you don't
Yeah.
see her very often
What
either.
was the last one?
Judi
Stardust?
Dench,
Really?
Josh
Okay.
Gad.
No, she's done a couple things, but they're like smaller.
Yeah.
So
Willem
you know,
Dafoe.
they slip under the
Incredible
radar.
cast.
Yeah, it's a really good cast, and yeah, I agree.
William DeFriend or Defoe?
Yeah.
Mostly Defoe. Mostly
He
Defoe.
is mostly Defoe.
Friend.
In fact, I think even in Justice League, he's going to be a Defoe, but really he's going to be a Defriend, but really he's a Defoe. I think. I think in Aquaman.
He's totally
Justice League.
Defoe.
Hey, all
Yeah.
right.
He's always a Defoe.
I love him as a Defriend in John Carter, a movie that nobody saw. I really liked him
Yeah,
as
I
a
did
big
too.
green
I saw it.
Defriend.
I
in
like that movie.
Defriend.
Come at
He was
me.
the Defriend.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh my god!
Okay.
That's a hard one.
End of this
I
month?
don't.
Great.
I mean, we every time we see this trailer, the new
It's a one.
trailer, we're just more in love with this film.
I think Malika and Zach are seeing it very soon, the next couple days. I think.
What?
Yeah,
So-
they're going to an
Early
early
screening.
screening.
This is Ansel Elgort as we've never seen him before. He's no more little teen movie guy. This actually really heightens why I thought he would have been a great Han Solo. I thought he should have been Han Solo. I will take that to the grave. I
Wait,
also,
is he not playing Han Solo?
No.
it's Alden
Aaron,
Ehrenreich.
or Alden Ehrenreich,
Oh.
yeah.
I
That's
also want to
Aldrich
say
Killian,
that
that's
Jamie
right.
Foxx on the DL is an asshole.
Oh,
I've
that's
interviewed
That's
him
what I hear.
twice.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
interviewed him
That's what I
twice,
hear.
and he made me feel so bad about myself.
Oh no.
So here's a fun fact: I get really clammy palms. That's just me. That happens.
Do you have hyperhidrosis?
No, I'm just like gonna die young or something. I'm not sure. But he won't like. There was a shaking hands thing afterwards, and I didn't have time to wipe my hand. And I was like, "Fuck, here we go." And I shook his hand, and as he was shaking, he looks around the room and he sings, "Sweaty palms." And so I actually burst into water and I puddled my way out of there.
Oh.
Like an Amelie. Oh my god.
I was Alex
sorry.
Mack.
Hey.
Yeah. So every time I see, so every time I see Jamie Foxx, I'm like Jamie Foxx. But
That's
you know
such a
what?
bummer.
We're not all perfect. Everyone's got their thing. I just can't hold hands with
What if
people.
what if
Try
he
it.
just doesn't? You
I love everyone's like,
you have
"Yes,
clammy
please."
hands, but it's not like I would call you out in public for
bad.
that.
Yeah, that was
That's not so
Oh,
bad.
That's horrible.
like
mean.
it's
That's
affected
just
my
mean.
relationships.
Horrible.
That's just mean.
What?
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's cool. That's cool.
I dated somebody with hyperhidrosis. It sucks.
Is that
but
what it's called?
Is that what it
that's-
is?
Yeah.
I
but
just
it's-
I just thought I was moist.
when there's actually more sweat glands in the palm or something. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if you've got
I have
it.
the
I don't
opposite
think
of
you do.
hydrosis because my hands are just always dry.
Dryosis.
It's like ashy.
That's some dryosis.
Clickety clack.
Wow, I'm surprised that the chat room is really split on this one.
Yeah, I saw some twos. Ginger Peony
think-
put a 2, and I was like, Ginger,
Ginger.
come on,
Ginger.
Ginger.
Come on.
I mean,
I followed you on Twitter.
If I may say something, that trailer, like some people are saying, like, oh, it looks kind of like Tarantino-ish or like The Transporter.
Well, he lived with
This is-
Tarantino for a short time.
This is
before he wrote
not
this.
like this is not just an action film. Edgar Wright does
Yeah, man.
personal stories,
Yeah.
and he does them so incredibly stylishly. One of his fortes is picking the perfect music for a moment,
Yes.
to encapsulate a moment and to turn it into something that just the visuals themselves do not tell the story of. And I think, and this story is about a kid who
A baby-faced getaway driver.
A baby-faced getaway driver who had an accident when he was younger and was listening to music, and so now he can only listen to music.
It's almost
to
like
get
an
in the mood
Asperger's
for
trait.
things. And it's a trait of his particular form of neurosis. And so the music is going to do so much to tell a story, and I can't wait for this film.
Yeah.
Edgar Wright
Ginger
is
said
a genius.
Ginger said, "Sorry, I don't like cars." And I feel like
That's fine.
If Edgar Wright's past 4 movies that he's directed, 4 or 5, how many has he directed? 4, right?
Hot Fuzz, World's End,
Shaun of the Dead.
The
Scott
Coronado
Pilgrim.
trilogy and Scott
How'd you
Pilgrim.
get that callous?
Huh?
How'd you get that callous?
I don't know.
That's a.
I don't know.
Yeah, the Coronado trilogy.
Yeah, I
and
killed a
Scott
guy with a
Pilgrim.
trident.
And
That's how he holds his
I
trident.
would lay low for a while. I would.
That's how he holds his trident.
Hang out
Yeah.
at the low.
Things
He had
that
a hand in
escalated
Ant-Man.
That's.
But if you haven't,
yeah,
if those movies haven't, like, is Shaun of the Dead just about zombies? Is Scott
Not at all,
Pilgrim
no.
just about bands?
And to that,
do you know
I
what I
say,
mean? Like,
I
no.
hate sports
Is that-
movies. I cannot stand sport at all in any facet, like in any way. But Remember the Titans is such a great movie, and it's in essence a sport movie, but it's got so much more.
Edgar
to it.
Wright is a filmmaker, like Tarantino, is a filmmaker's filmmaker, in that he examines the genres that he works within and subverts
Yes.
them and tells a different story with them.
Just real quick, Mom. These are 3 actresses / stunt people that were in Wonder Woman as Amazons, and I'm pretty sure that the one on the right was the woman that you saw riding horseback. So pretty sure that's.
Oh, I wish you could show this actor. Go up to the camera and see if you can show it.
Y'all can look it up.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, man.
I think I first saw them on Instagram or something where they were like, check out these these bodybuilder / stunt people that are working on Wonder Woman. Look at these Amazons. Pretty sure that it was. I'm trying to look for a picture of her in full Amazonian gear.
I mean, you when you see the movie again, you'll be able to tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. To go back to
Yeah.
Baby Driver looks great, guys.
Yeah.
to go back to Baby Driver.
You know, I mean, if I have,
Yep.
I hopefully have sold you
No,
a little bit
this-
on
this
Edgar
is the
Wright.
one.
I don't know. It might not be your thing, but
He's only got a
It
handful
looks-
of movies.
yeah,
it would take you a day to watch them all.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny because that does look like a typical action film, but I promise you that it's going to be something so much more.
Well, and
The
I think the big difference between this movie and like a what we would consider a typical action movie is the fact that it has style and it has something like, yes, it kind of seems formulaic, but because Edgar Wright is such a particular type of filmmaker, you will likely experience that sort of a story in a different way.
And can I just say, it's probably not like, even though it's called Baby Driver, it's not like Ryan Gosling's Drive movie per se. I would actually compare
Right.
it more to your 70s heist music
Sure.
because it is
Yeah.
about that style and that nuance.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
heist films.
I also one of the things. So I wasn't particularly sold on the last 2 trailers, but this one, the use of music was absolutely incredible because in my head, that's how I use music all the time. I have
Right.
I have a song going in my head all the time,
Yeah.
and I wish I had physical speakers to play the music so I could have that. And I feel like this trailer particularly focused on having the music be almost like another character in the movie.
Yeah, it's gonna the soundtrack's gonna be a character. It's all like diegetic stuff.
Yeah.
which is-
And so that's this trailer just finally put the nail in the coffin for me.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yep.
excited
Yep.
to go watch this now. Hector, get off your phone.
I'm looking for pictures of Amazons.
Gosh,
Let's
dang it.
let's watch the next one.
I'm very excited for this movie. Hopefully.
A 2 for me. I will eventually see it, maybe.
I feel like this is a Catch Me If You Can.
Yes.
Meets any drug heist.
Yeah, meets Blow.
Well, what was that one that we
Blow
saw?
Me If You Can.
The
That's what it is. Blow Me If You Can. Why did they call the movie that? What's the name of this? I already forgot the name of this movie. American Made? Should have called
Yeah,
it Blow Me
I
If
don't
You
like
Can.
that.
was it Dogs of War or something?
War Dogs.
War
War
Dogs.
Dogs. Yeah, no, I definitely got the War
and-
Dogs
and,
vibe.
like, you know,
War
where
Dogs
it's
means
like
Catch Me If You Can. Yeah.
Misbehaving young men. Only Tom
But
Cruise.
for real, can we have real talk for a second?
Yes.
That's definitely her.
Yep. Gotcha.
I have to stop
Gotcha, Mod.
I have to stop saying that. I have to stop
Oh,
saying
no.
that.
That's the person.
I mean. And it was like an aggressive, like.
Yes, yeah,
on
yeah,
the
and it was super
horse.
quick. And I had that same thought, but then I remember seeing this picture on Instagram.
You remember that you're able to Google and
Yes.
to get the answer
Mhm.
instead of
Yes.
just
You
saying.
remember
Instead
that?
of saying
Exactly.
things.
saying it, yes.
I never assume. That's
Yeah,
it.
the real talk is, can Tom Cruise, who's about 53, correct me in chat, stop having wives who are literally 23?
You know,
it might be
I'm
in his
just-
contract.
I'm just
or
sick of this
something.
outlandish Tom Cruise movie shit. Like,
Yeah.
play something else, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you're the everyman's hero that does everything
This
and never
is
gets
Jack
caught.
Reacher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who
just
is
stop.
Ethan Hunt.
He's
who
another.
is-
Stop.
The
Just
only
stop.
variation is the length of his hair. That's the
Yeah.
only variation.
Yeah,
It's either
exactly.
long hair or it's short hair, and he looks great with
He's,
both.
he's
But
a bankable star.
you know,
though.
a couple years ago, I did the math with every one of his co-stars from the Mission Impossible movies, and I
they got
thought that they
younger?
were getting closer in age.
Yeah, you said that, and then
but they
then
were
you
getting
found out-
further
yep,
apart
yep.
because I watched Mission Impossible 3 and I thought that Michelle Monaghan was closer to his age, and then I thought that Rebecca
Ferguson.
in Rogue Nation was going to be the closest to his age.
54.
He's 54 or something, or when he shot that movie, probably 50.
In The Mummy, she's
And
32, I believe, as well.
And Rebecca Ferguson was like 35 or something when she did Mission Impossible. But she just this is how messed up Hollywood is. And maybe it's my own like inherent like sexism and stuff, but I saw Rebecca Ferguson in Rogue Nation and I went, "Oh, she must be around Tom Cruise's age because she doesn't look like she's 20." Yeah. But it's just because I'm used to seeing women who look like they're 20 in those types of movies, that when you had a woman who had like, God forbid, a wrinkle around her smile, I was like, "Oh, she must be like 50 like Tom Cruise." She's 35. She's a regular
she's
looking
10 years older than me.
35-year-old. Yeah, she's 10 years older than Maude. No, like 12 years older than
12
Maude.
12 years older than me.
And I did the math, and yeah, they get further and further, the sort of love interest.
They did the same thing with James Bond. How like there was always an age gap. I think there were two Bond movies where she was near his age or older. Monica Botticelli was one of them.
Yeah,
Monica
Monica
Bellucci.
Bellucci. We were so
Bellucci.
excited. We
Bellucci.
were like, oh
Not
yeah,
enough, not
she's
enough.
finally a James Bond girl who's like his age, and then she was in it for like 2 minutes.
And the worst part is through all of the press conferences about it, it was like, wow, you're a Bond woman, you're a Bond woman. And she was so grateful and thankful and almost
And she
shocked
wasn't.
that she was cast as a Bond girl.
Yeah.
And it wasn't this, a Bond woman is about being empowering. A Bond woman.
Yeah,
no,
she was like,
she
I
was just.
know.
I mean, but they
Yeah.
made such a
This
big
is
deal
so
about it.
cute.
She was
As
there for
soon
2
as-
minutes, and then Lea Seydoux or whatever. Her
Yeah,
name
as soon
is,
as-
who was like literally supposed to be. He was supposed to be like a father figure to her, and like, ugh.
The daughter of the bad guy,
Yeah.
Mr. White or whatever.
Oh,
A lot of people
gross.
are in the chat are saying they're off Tom Cruise.
They're off Tom
you
Cruise,
off Tom
and now I know
Cruise?
what that means.
Yeah.
And Coriolis, can you just shut your fucking mouth? What you're doing? What you need to do is just shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, Coriolis. Shut your fucking mouth,
Shut your fucking-
Coriolis.
See, what you're doing is not helping me. We're on the same team. Is all.
Yeah, when
okay.
Maude is making jokes and stuff, the answer to that is not to be like, "That's not true," and then
It's,
no, don't do
Yeah.
that.
Oh wow! I thought you
Yeah.
were younger than that.
Yeah,
is what you were supposed to say. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Monica Bellucci was
Cameron?
in that film.
Something to add?
I need a
Okay.
Okay.
Cameron just looks happy to be here.
How about that movie? How about that
What are you
movie
doing in the
Blind,
kitchen,
huh?
Cameron?
We're gonna go see Blind or what, bud?
Probably gonna go see Blind.
Oh, that's a really cool. Like, is it the same in America where you get drunk, you get blind drunk, and you're like, I'm so blind.
Not really. We get
piss drunk.
We get Patrick Schwasted.
No.
We get crunk.
No, you get blind. You were blind. Oh man, I was so blind. I was maggot and I was blind. No, really?
We don't have maggot
Aussies
and
in
blind.
the chat. No, what
Oh, there's only
Ryan
one.
Unicomb,
There's
hi.
only one.
See, Ryan Unicomb says
Maybe-
Maude looks
maybe-
great for a
Hammer
24-year-old. That's what.
Hammer class are. with
Ryan
it all.
Unicomb says.
They know it's. They know.
I'm
they
sure.
know how to do
I'm sure
this.
Ryan will also give us some.
I was maggot and I was
Aussie.
blind drunk.
That was really good.
Yeah, I've been working on it. Yeah, a little bit.
Look,
Here and there. Yeah.
That's how Ryan says it.
Fucking blind, mate.
Yes. Blind drunk.
That sounds like something Ryan would say.
Hey, it's Ninjanomics. Hey,
That's
Bert.
What
How's
up,
it
Bert?
going?
There's Bert.
Blacked out. We have blacked out drunk
Maggot,
in the United
yeah.
States.
Yeah.
We have
Faded.
Shit-faced.
Faded was a
Wait,
big
wait,
one in
wait.
high school.
Pre-game, shit-faced, faded. Yeah.
Blotto.
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 Pissed as
Oh,
bro.
man, I'm homesick.
Fucking Blotto.
And
Pissed
so's
as
over.
bro.
Pissed at, no.
Pissed as
no,
bro.
it's not pissed. You're not pissed as a bro. You're pissed as bro.
Pissed as, bro.
It's a
What's on
collective.
Blu-ray?
You tell me.
Fucking wrecked, mate.
Ooh. I have two. I have.
Oh wait,
so
what's
I have.
the Ex Machina one?
It's 4K.
Holy moly! I need to see. Ex
I have.
Machina in 4K.
I have 4 of these movies.
Nice.
Dredd just got dropped off today. I actually. I'm gonna get slaughtered for this, but I've never seen Bambi.
I don't think I have either.
Okay, I feel good.
Yeah.
Y'all should watch Bambi.
You know what? Something about Bambi that people don't know enough is that
depressing as
out of
shit?
all of the movies, no. Out of all, it's first of all, it's not, and especially because in pop culture we know that Bambi's mom dies. So when you see the movie, get over it. You watch it.
Yeah.
Most of the movie is adult Bambi being a fucking badass in the
Yeah.
forest. Like
Yeah, it's
that's
true.
most
The
of the
young
movie.
prince.
True.
Exactly. But people don't know that of all of the movies that Walt Disney worked on when he was alive, that all the Disney films that Walt Disney oversaw, Bambi was his favorite. And that's what's really special about that movie. It has some of the most beautiful animation, that it came from humans' hands as these characters are moving. It's incredible. So you got to watch it. It's so
Agreed.
great.
I think,
lot of Aussies.
An
And
adult
then
body's
watch Bambi 2.
I think
Maybe not.
I don't know. I don't know if it's Collider or who it was, but they actually have an interview with the original voice actors.
I know. When I went and did press for Pirates of the Caribbean and got to talk to some of those actors in like the hotel room, like next
Oh, they're
on the
doing
same
press for
floor,
this?
they were doing press for Bambi Blu-ray, like because they
Whoa.
had the voice actor who played Bambi as a child,
Right.
in like 1941.
Oh,
is this
wow.
Yeah.
old man now?
They're in their 80s.
And I wanted to go, but like when I showed up, they're like, "Are you here for Pirates or Bambi or both?" And I was like, "Oh,
You
just
should have said both.
just Pirates." But I didn't. I didn't see it. I don't know what the I didn't have the
Oh,
context.
yeah.
But like
Yeah,
I
you
saw
just-
him walking out,
Oh,
and,
mate,
and this
just
one guy
fucking
took a
wing it.
picture with him because he was so excited to meet him. Like Bambi's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I wish I had
Bambi 2 first.
been asked by anybody to go see Bambi.
How well do you know your Disney, by the way, Hector? Because I know
Pretty
you can
well.
sing. I know you can sing.
Riff raff, street rat.
No. Beauty and the Beast. Have you got a
don't
number?
buy that.
Do you know a Beauty and the Beast song?
Fuck. Do I have one?
I really like Beauty
Little
and the Beast.
town, it's a quiet village.
That's a pretty good one.
Every
good one.
day,
That's a pretty
like
good
the one before.
Lucas. Lucas trying to get his back. Talk about them
All right,
DVDs.
what else is on DVD?
Let's
What's
talk
in-
about
what's
how
in
Dread
theaters?
was
What's
so
in theaters?
underrated.
I haven't seen it yet. Need to watch
Is
it.
absolutely
What's in theaters,
fantastic.
bud?
I need to watch it.
You
Very
need to-
interesting week for movies. It's either going to be a really good week or
I think
disappointment.
Wonder Woman's going to take it. Wonder Woman's going to take it.
For the second
mean,
weekend in a
I
row?
think-
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I
but
think you might be
can't-
right,
See,
dude.
this is the thing, though. You cannot go into this weekend being like, "Oh, Megan Levy has a chance," or "It Comes
No.
at Night has a chance." Like,
No.
No.
you,
No.
the only movie you can pair it up
Sorry.
against is The
Does
Mummy.
anyone
The
else
Mummy.
giggle every time you hear It Comes at Night? Because like, don't we all sometimes? Is that what we
Sounds like my
strive
life
for?
story.
Which we
Isn't
are-
that the
Hey.
main time?
We strive for.
Sky rockets in flight. Oh, afternoon delight. There it is.
I'm actually out of all
afternoon
four of these movies,
delight.
I'm the most excited for It Comes at Night.
Yeah.
I'll probably.
Of course.
I'm very excited.
We all are.
I'm
Wait till the
honestly-
show's over.
It's the way
I
to
really,
start it.
I really want to see Beatrice Comes at Dinner. I really want to see that. And I don't know about The Mummy Comes for Tom Cruise. The Mummy Comes. That might be okay.
Yeah.
I might go see it.
Yeah.
You know, but
The
it's the
Mummy
start of
Comes
the
with
the Dark Coming universe, and that might be all right. But you know, there's some excitement
I'm all
behind
about
that.
that.
Can we
But
please
definitely
have
Beatrice Comes
in
at
a
Dinner.
world? Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Monsters
There it is.
come.
Down, chicka, wow, wow.
That took a turn.
Oh man.
That's
Beauty
enough.
came on the
I think that's.
Okay, I
I think
think
that's
Lucas
very
is
highly
cutting it
against
off.
TOS.
We're the-
and
we're the-
this
this
is
is the
probably the
clean
last
version.
episode of the show.
Yeah, this is last episode
Hey,
forever.
Adam.
Okay, so I guess we've got some
Hey
trivia.
Adam, do me a favor.
Oh,
Crack
yeah.
open that Bambi. Watch the Blu-ray. Don't use the Digicop quite yet. If you love Bambi, keep it. If you don't love it, let me have it. Can I call dibs on it?
It's a good idea.
Can I call
I think
dibs on
I
it?
already registered it. I'll have to get back to you.
Hey, Clip It Joe, don't be a perv.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I
I mean,
get
because
it.
I have it all on Voodoo.
You
Okay,
don't
great.
have to, it's a choice to be that person.
Guys, it's time for trivia.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Okay. Thank you so much to everyone who supported. We
Good job,
only have
everybody. Good job.
7 questions here. We need 8 more. We need 8 more. Can we get 8 more in the time that it takes me to read these 7 questions? I don't know.
Okay,
putting
let's
that on you, chat
let's
room.
let's
Let's do
wet
it.
let's wet the appetite of the audience a little bit. Let's all go through the table and say something that you're an
that a
expert
pun?
in. No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It should be though.
What am I wedding?
We're wetting the audience's appetite
Okay.
and pants. Let them know what
Got
you
it.
are an expert in. And Erica Isha, you were just in a geek trivia
Yeah,
schmodown.
I did the schmodown.
So would you say what is your expertise in? Is it Lord of the Rings? Is it Harry
It's
Potter?
Harry Potter.
Okay.
But
Okay.
unfortunately, but like a spoiler alert.
Well, they,
like,
they haven't seen it yet. Don't
Hey,
tell them they did.
don't ruin
I'm
it.
trying to help you promote the
Okay,
thing. They can
yeah.
go see it on YouTube. So you've got a Harry Potter expertise. Mod, you're a Harry Potter person.
Potter?
What other films would you say you're like?
Star
is your
Wars.
Star Wars. Adam, you're Star
I'd
Wars.
say, I'd say Lord of the Rings for behind
Lord of
the
the
scenes
Rings.
trivia a lot of
Augie,
times.
Lord of the Rings.
you're a
all
Lord of
day.
the Rings
Yeah.
guy. And animation. I'd give you some
Animation.
expertise
Oh,
in that.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm a Marvel guy. Star Trek and give me some animation. So guys, throw us some trivia questions. Try to stump us.
Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings,
Love it.
and Marvel/comic book movies, I guess. Oh, fuck.
I don't really want to tell all because then I feel like they're not going to ask those questions.
Disney movies from 1991 to 1994.
The Renaissance.
The Renaissance.
Would you-
Yeah.
So
Renaissance.
not
Hot Rod
That's
for me.
technically
Thanks
the
for
second
asking.
second Renaissance.
Hot
So
Rod.
not Little Mermaid.
When I
Not Little
wasn't-
Mermaid mod.
Oh, 1991.
89. 89 to like 90.
Hey, can we get
95.
our- can we get our
Tarzan?
buzzers?
93, 81.
No buzzers.
89.
No buzzers this time?
We
How
only have 4 buzzers, so just the
Gotcha.
first one who speaks up.
Okay.
Where's that gavel at?
Okay, guys, so here's the rules. I'm going to go through these questions. I need to get 8 more. You guys know what they're experts in. Get us 8 more questions. But I'm going to go through these questions. Guys, you'll have to be quiet back here right now.
That's
Good
Huh,
job,
am I right,
Lucas.
guys?
Keep it in check.
regulating.
Keep it in check.
I'm going to go through these questions. Whoever answers it first, please don't cut me off, though. Please don't cut me off.
Do we need to
Okay,
plug
so
the
just
burners?
wait until the question's
Yeah.
over.
Wait until the question's over, and you'll have about 5 seconds. If someone answers incorrectly, then you can take the steal. Okay, question number 1 from Jabberwockeed. What was the first movie for which the cost of obtaining rights to the soundtrack outweighed all other production costs?
I want to say, can I say one? I think it's Pulp Fiction.
That's incorrect.
Good
Incorrect.
guess though.
That was a
Shit.
good
Now
guess.
you got me. Damn.
I'm out. Can I peek while this happens?
Yeah, go for it.
Where is it?
This
the
is a
corner
tough
to your
one,
left.
but it's gonna make sense when you hear the answer.
No, it can't be. Shrek 2. Incorrect.
Yellow Submarine.
Incorrect.
Good guess, Erica. Good guess, Erica.
Augie, Adam. 5 seconds.
There's some good guesses in the chat too.
Wayne's World. No.
Incorrect. Great guess though.
Really
I'm
good
trying to
guess.
think of a band that's been like heavily used in a movie.
I think we gotta think older.
But it might not have been. It might have been like a band that's like
Or it could've
never
been,
used
like,
except for one.
song.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
Led Zeppelin or something.
I was going with Beatles.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've heard the answer.
Need to answer.
Okay.
Adam.
I'm just gonna say Ferris Bueller's Day Off, even though I know that's not right.
Ooh. The answer is Clerks.
Wow.
Clerks.
You know
Makes
what?
sense, 'cause that's
Makes
a
sense,
very-
right?
Because it's
budget's
micro
so low.
budget. It's
Yeah.
micro budget.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well done,
That's
chat.
the first one? That's
Well done,
so
chat.
like
I was
The
thinking, I
budget's
was
so
thinking
low.
too far back.
Yeah.
Clerks.
Clerks. Makes sense because it's such a small budget movie, I guess.
Because the
Clerks.
budget was so small that the music cost more to get.
All right, here we go. Question 2. Which horror movie character did
Thank
Maud freak out about when she met them in real life? I don't know if Maud gets to answer this.
Chucky.
That is
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
I actually
Cool.
developed.
Hector's got 1 point.
Do you want to
Can
explain
I-
that story?
Can I at least like give you the background of that?
Please.
Yeah,
So,
please.
I've actually never seen Chucky. Never seen the
Okay.
movie.
Okay.
Child's Play.
But I went to
Yeah,
Universal
well,
Studios for the first time when I wasn't living here. And my friends kind of bailed on the House of Horrors. It was the last thing that we were doing before we finished the day. And I realized I scare quite easily. And I was in the...
Wait, you just
You are
realized at that
sweating
point?
right now just looking at you talking about this.
So I actually developed a phobia
Really?
from this experience. So my friends kind of bailed after the werewolf was like, "Rah!" and I was
hear
here
about
going,
this.
I need to
Oh,
be
God.
sandwiched between people. So they bailed, and I was in the children's toy room. And I was like, I don't like this at all. And there was a toy box in the corner, and I'm up against the wall.
Oh, no.
And I, was trying to like shuffle without being noticed, and then it springs open, and Chucky goes, ah, with a knife. And I've had my very first panic attack, and I didn't know that this was what happened. So I smashed up against the wall, dropped, and was like hyperventilating, and then it went and folded back into the toy box. And I was like, holy shit, it's a robot. It's not even real. It's motion
That's
activated.
even worse.
No, it was not motion activated.
And I was like, if I find out this is not even real, I'll never be scared of anything ever again. So I walk up to it and it pops out, and I was like, yeah. And then it gets out of the fucking toy box and it chases me with a knife. And what's happened, this was the first time I realized there's flight or fright. And the fright is you become paralyzed. And my knees buckled, and I was face down on the floor, and I was trying to army crawl while it was hanging over me with a knife. And I thought everything was fine.
I'm
I was
so
like,
sorry. This is kind of hilarious. I'm
I
so
was
sorry,
pretty
Mom.
hysterical after that.
Fun.
And I thought everything was fine. And then this is when it gets a little offensive, and I do apologize. I do not mean it at all. But I didn't realize anything was wrong until I saw a smaller statured person. And I went, And I panicked and I was like, holy shit, I think I've got a phobia over that. And I realized that what it actually was I have automatonophobia, and I now have the fear of something that's not real coming to life. So something snapped in my brain where I thought it was an animatronic.
Right.
And it ended
And
up
then it
becoming
got
real.
out. Yeah.
And my brain couldn't comprehend that, and ever since then I've had like a phobia. So any real life statue, I can't be around it because I think it's going to start
So like
moving.
those guys who are like
Like
statues that you
Peter.
don't know that are doing.
no,
Well, no,
because
because I know they're
They're-
human.
yeah,
but like
any lifelike
um,
statue, you
is it
haven't done
Wetaworks?
Wax Museum.
Wetaworks, the New Zealand base,
Yeah.
they did all the Warcraft giant
Yeah.
orcs,
Yes.
and I
Right,
had to
right.
stand next one doing a piece to camera, and I was just sweating, and I
Yeah.
couldn't
That's horrible.
couldn't deal with it.
you poor
So what
thing.
happened was, on the red carpet of Halloween Horror Nights a year later, I was like realizing what had happened, and I was like, I'm really actually phobic of Chucky. And I was interviewing Lee Winnell, who is one of the co-creators / actors in the Saw franchise, and
Yeah.
he goes, it's so funny that you're scared of Chucky because he's just there. And I kid you not, there was a person dressed up as Chucky, wouldn't even come up to my knee, had an axe, and anyway, I broke down on the carpet, and the cameraman kept rolling. And you see me have this like full panic, and I'm like trying to continue my interview, but I'm like hysterically crying. Anyway,
Oh,
that's the whole story. Yeah,
Have
Looking
you-
back, do you
it's
look?
very funny.
Do you look back on that fondly, or are you like, I didn't like that, that they kept rolling?
Do you remember that they had the no? I mean, I know that I'm in the entertainment business,
Sure.
and you know, a good story is a good story. But when they were that kind of stunt did the rounds, where there was a Chucky poster, and when you looked at it, it was like
Yeah, I
the bus
remember that.
stop, and then the
Oh,
little
it would
person
come through
jumped.
the bus stop.
no.
The
Yeah,
amount of
yeah,
people
yeah.
that tagged me in that,
Oh,
and I
no.
saw it, and I was like,
oh no.
that is my like,
Worst nightmare.
Worst nightmare. But I think they're bringing back Chucky, aren't they?
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's
I
another
mean,
movie.
he'll never
Fucking
go away.
million
Chucky.
times.
He'll never go away.
And
don't
thank
like
you,
dolls.
Uber Baldy's posting the link to
Not
that.
not
video.
not about that.
Okay. There you go. That's the story. Anyway, next trivia question.
I feel bad. Do you enjoy Toy Story films?
That's fine. Fine.
They're great.
Yeah, it's
It's
an animation.
Mr. Deadhead,
That's
fine.
fine,
Rex,
that's
fine.
It's an animation.
animation.
Here we go. Let's move on. Yes, great idea. Only 2 actors have been posthumously awarded an Academy Award for acting.
Heath
Both
Ledger?
were Australian actors. What are their names?
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Both are Australian actors.
There's
What are
another
their
one.
names?
Heath Ledger's one, and
You got one?
Steve Irwin?
For what?
For a documentary.
Steve Irwin.
There was wasn't there a movie that he
Yeah,
was in?
He was an Oscar-winning.
Nah, I don't
biggest
know.
Australian deaths were In Excess, Michael Hutchins.
The only one I can think
awarded.
of is
5 seconds.
Heath Ledger.
Peter O'Toole.
No, he's
No, very
British.
close though. You got half of it. We got a
Peter.
Peter in there.
Peter something.
Oh, it's not Pete. Is it Pete
Thank you.
Postlethwaite?
No.
Oh, okay. Because people kept saying
Yeah.
that. And I was like,
What's the
Okay, so
answer,
1977.
Lucas? None of us
What's the
have it. What's the
answer?
answer?
I have Peter Finch.
Peter Finch.
I would
Oh,
never
don't
have guessed
know. I
that.
would not know
in
that.
a million years.
Peter Finch.
Peter
Hey.
Finch and Heath Ledger.
I've got 1 point, Sage-Topia.
You
Next
got
question.
half a point.
All right.
Yes.
Maud?
Half a point.
This female German director is well known for her intricate animated films made from paper cut by hand. She developed an early multi-plane camera, a technique nearly a decade before Walt Disney.
Okay.
This,
Okay, go ahead, please.
Don't. You said don't interrupt the question.
hold on, what?
Nothing.
No, please go ahead.
This technique later favored for cell animation. Who is she?
It's the film is The Adventures of Prince Ahmed, and it's Lenny.
Kravitz.
No. Oh God.
I don't know what that is. I don't know why that came in as text to speech. None of the others did.
That's weird.
There's another question.
The play is A Lion in Winter, and Hermione is a queen that they think is dead, but then the king touches the statue of
answering
her and
another
comes to
question?
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Erica snagged that one. She got that one.
Yeah.
It's not Lenny Riefenstahl, okay?
No, that's incorrect.
What's-
It's not Lenny anything.
No, okay.
Oh.
Lenny Bruce.
What's the right answer, Lucas,
no,
for the
her last name
for the
is Lenny
animator?
Riefenstahl.
The
forget.
answer for the animator is Lot Reiniger.
Lottie Reininger! Damn it!
Oh,
Lottie
okay.
Reiniger.
Yeah,
Got
it seems
that
to be
one.
misspelled here.
Okay,
Lottie
cool.
Reininger!
Lottie Reininger.
No
Yeah, there it
idea.
is.
Reininger.
No idea.
Lottie.
I gotta check that out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here we
That's a
go.
deep
Next
cut.
question.
Well done.
For which movie did Leonardo DiCaprio win his first Oscar for
Revenant.
Best Actor?
Oh.
Yes,
Wait,
that
what?
is The
Mod
Revenant.
got it.
Dang.
I got it.
1.5 points.
That is correct.
Nice.
Who are two NSL? Sorry, I gotta take my headphones off. I can't do this. Who are two SNL comedians that were meant to play Batman and Robin before Tim Burton's Batman? This question comes from Cameron.
What?
Damon
Two
Wayans.
SNL.
No.
He was never on
Steve Martin and Chevy
SNL.
Chase.
Incorrect.
Oh my God.
Chris Farley? Robin.
I wish.
He'd be robbing all those jokes.
Hey,
you know?
Batman, we gotta solve a crime. That'd be amazing.
That's some good character work.
There's a crime happening down
That
there.
would be an amazing
Williams?
Robin.
I don't have
No, it's Chris Farley.
Oh, Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
man.
Batman and Robin before Tim Burton's, which means that it was probably, if Hollywood was
It
making
was-
that
People
movie,
agree with me, Farley and Spade.
It was a
Thank you, David
comedic
Spade.
take on the movie.
it would have been a sort. I bet you Hollywood was like, well, we got to
Dan
do Adam
Aykroyd?
West. We got to do the Adam West
Yeah.
version. I bet you that's what it
Damn.
was.
Aykroyd one of them?
I have no idea. I
No
have
answers?
No idea.
answers.
Cameron,
Cool.
good one.
The answer is Bill Murray and Eddie Murphy.
Oh,
Whoa. I would
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That
I
would
would
have
have.
been pretty
I would have
great.
loved
Something.
and hated that movie. I would
Yeah.
have loved
Yeah.
and hated
Yeah.
it. Honestly,
All
I probably would
last
have loved it.
question here. Actually, I think one more came in, but I don't have it on my doc yet.
I think
I
Eric
think
already
Erica
answered it.
already.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hermione
got the point.
is from A Lion in Winter, and she was the queen who
Got it. Yeah, I remember that.
died.
So-
Another one of those fake Shakespearean deaths.
0
I'll cut back
points,
to you
1
guys.
point, 1.5 points,
0
0
points.
points, 1 point. And mine doesn't
All right,
count.
here we go. Last question. What actor, arguably most known for his role in Lord of the Rings trilogy, made his cinematic debut in a 1980s time travel movie?
Oh, Elijah Wood.
That is correct.
Yeah.
What
He
was the movie?
What was
kid-
the
He
movie?
was the kid in Back to
Yeah.
the Future too.
Yeah.
He was
Oh, that's
playing.
right.
He was playing
duh.
and he's like, "Oh,
That's
kids
right.
play these. It's like a baby's
Well done.
game."
Is that
Yeah.
before
Well
Free Willy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Oh.
Lil
yeah, he
Lil
was really
kid.
little.
Yeah.
But apparently, I
baby.
guess his very,
Wait,
very
Elijah
first
Wood
role
was
was he was in
Free
a, I think it was a
No.
Paula Abdul music video or something like that.
That
Some
was
sort of
his
crazy-
first appearance. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
His
great.
Big ol' eyes.
That's awesome.
The last question?
Is
was
it the
it.
last
Is that
one,
it?
guys?
Last question.
Guys,
Thank you guys very much.
no, A Lion in Winter. I was wrong. I was right. A Winter's Tale. A Winter's Tale. A Winter's Tale.
Oh, so that drops you down to
I'm
only
sorry,
1
yeah,
point.
I'm sorry.
point.
So the winner is Mod with a 1.5.
1.5. Winner.
Winner of the
today.
trivia.
Yay!
And a very special guest. Huge thanks to Mod Garrett for guesting on the show tonight.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And drinking all of the alcohol and sharing your stories.
Claire, you can sleep
All
now.
the alcohol.
You could go to sleep.
Go night night.
Yeah, Claire can
Good night,
sleep.
It is
Claire.
the time.
Mod,
What?
where can
Bad.
people follow you on the internet, and what do you want them to look at?
I'm one of 2 Maud Garretts on social media in the world. So I'm at MAUDEGARRETT. And then jump over to the YouTube page, youtube.com/geekbomb. That's where you can catch all of my interviews that I do with celebrities. I also do reviews there and vlogs for all these awesome trips I do around the world, including visiting the Doctor Who set in time for season 10. Which was a lot of fun because I went to Cardiff, which is in Wales. Did you know they have their own language there?
Wow.
I didn't know
right
that.
here.
I didn't know that.
Welsh.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, it's a lot of words.
And Thierry says, tomorrow night on Alpha Book Club. What are we reading right now, Mod?
Oh my God, we're reading. Hi, Theory. We're reading The Princess Bride, and I am loving it so
The
far.
book.
I
Yeah.
love that book. It's
I've
so
never read it.
good.
Mod, have you read it before?
I've never read the book, but
Yeah.
it is my
The good
number
parts
one
version.
favorite movie of
all
all
time.
time.
Wow.
It's such a
Good choice.
Okay.
It's such a good
Okay.
movie.
It is my number one.
It's. I think it's the most romantic movie ever made. That's my pick. But then I remember that Wesley does a real shitty thing in it, where like before he reveals his identity, he's like, "Hey, but did you fuck anybody?" And then Buttercup's like, "You were dead." And then he's like, "As you wish." Which she's like, "I wish you were dead, as you." But
Yeah.
it's only after.
Oh, I said, Wesley, what have I done? Sorry. You mocked me once, never do it again. I am going to be shit. This
I
month.
died that day.
yeah, I died that
Died
day.
that day. Robin Wright.
Friends of unusual size, they don't
Antiope.
exist.
Pew, pew, pew.
I was going to interview her, but she wasn't in that day. I'm kind of relieved.
Inconceivable.
I do not think that word means what you think it means. Anyway, guys, if we have to say goodbye, bye. Have fun storming the castle. You think it'll work?
They'll need a
miracle.
All right.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.